Not sure if anyone's on yet. It's father time. My stream is supposed to start in about 4 minutes, but I thought that I would sign on a couple of minutes early. Is anyone there yet? All right, let's get started. Anybody there yet on my chat? Just say hello if you are. I'm a little bit early. We are at Manchester in a UPS freighter, 777-200. Hey, Father. Hey. Nightball, thank you very much for just joining us. Hello, guys. All right, we're supposed to start at 1 o'clock in the U.S. or 1700 Zulu. We are at, we'll get started now. We are at Manchester on our way back and continuing service, cargo service to Amsterdam. Could be about a 4-hour stream. Here we are at the cargo area. Got a bunch of trucks hooked up using GSX and the PMDG 777. We're going to taxi out, push the taxi out. I'll show you what we're planning on doing here. Planning on Delta Papa, probably Kilo Juliet for 23 right. I'm going to start the flight plan, get that going here. Greece and England, very cool. UK. Guys, let's get the flight plan loaded up here. Haven't flown with me before. I don't know if you have. 36 years with the airlines. I retire in September. I'll be 65. Before that, I was United States Air Force. Before that, the United States Air Force Academy. So I've been in the aviation business a long time. Hey, we got Sweden, Greece, and the UK going on here. Yeah, that's cool, Tord. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to go from Manchester to Gatwick, load it back up, and go on to Amsterdam. It's a suggestion of Ken, one of our subscribers on the Discord. We're going to get his flight plan's going to be in there. I've been eavesdropping on ATIS already. They're going to take off on 23 right. Activate. I don't know if you've flown the PMGG 777. I'm flying that exclusively at the moment, and the reason is I'm still an active 777 captain, and if I fly anything else, it gets kind of confusing when I go to work. So I just been flying the 777 until I retire in September. UPS 400, 777-200 freighter. Oh, perfect. We'll load that up, except our fuel's 34.9. Our zero fuel weight is off the flight plan 5074.4 for a gross weight, a takeoff weight of 542.3. Go to legs, load the winds up. When they're loaded, I execute it, and I'm going to go back and do, it's going to be flaps 5, CG is 25, takeoff, I've got that over here. Let me try to get, so I can show you that. It's got a 33 assumed temp. For bugs right here, I did this on the electronic flight bag. Can you see that? Just loaded up. I don't know if you've used the PMDG. Hey, AJ. How you doing? AJ's been helping me out a lot. This is all the takeoff data. I loaded it all up, and I was able to get assumed data, which is reduced thrust data, looking for 90.5. That's the big one. It is not always, hold on a second, let me get rid of this. And this is saying 94.8, so that's good. It's usually a little more accurate in the airplane. Descent forecast, load that up as well. Go to the descent page, forecast, and load it. So let's go through and do a full FMC check before we do anything else. Already done the outside, already done the overhead. I'll be doing the full pre-flight when we get to Manchester when we get to Gatwick before we go to Amsterdam. So here we go. Index, let's go. IDENT. The database is good till 18 May. Position is updated for Manchester. The route, EGCC EGKK, runway 23 right, UPS 400, route copied. Did not load any SID, so let's put the SID in there. We're expecting the Samba. Samba 1 Romeo is what I've been eavesdropping and hearing them doing. And the arrival into Gatwick, it's the Kid 1 Golf for the ILS 26 left. That's what we're thinking we're going to get. So now we'll do the route. Go through Samba 1 Romeo, Samba, November 8:59. This is what I filed. Kidley, and then the Kidley 1 Golf to Willow, and for the arrival. We'd walk through the legs, go to plan, and we just walk through from the beginning, checking it against our SID, which is right here. Samba 1 Romeo, off the 23 right, right here. Climb straight ahead at 3 DMB, turn right, 274, track 059. All right, so that's in there. We're going to Tabley at this point right here between 5 and 3. So there we go, between 5 and 3. And cross Samba's our max altitude at 5, and 5 is set in the window. Let's go LNAV and BNAV on our departure. So we'd walk through the points and check it, and hopefully we get our clearance here shortly. And that's what we get. So we're anticipating that. Go back to map. Let's fully check the box though. So get rid of this, sorry. Fully check the box, so we should go init, thrust limit, TO1 dry, 33 assumed temp, 94.8, and 94.8 is on the box, and the TPS said like 92, so that's pretty good. Takeoff bugs are all loaded. Page 2, 800-foot engine out, which is about 1,060 feet here. 3,000-foot acceleration. It's a NADP1 climb, and the transition altitude is 6,000. So our first flight level is a transition level of 6,000, or it might be 5 here. It's 6 at Heathrow. Let me check something here before I get ahead of myself. Transition altitude is 5, so our first flight level is flight level 60. That's different than Heathrow at 6, first flight level being 7. So that's funny. Same country, different transition levels. Interesting. So going back to the box, 800-foot engine out acceleration. There's no engine out procedure. Excel height is 3,000, and we got thrust reduction at 1,500. So takeoff checks. And we check the legs, takeoff, and I think that's pretty much it. So that part's good. Let's go up here and do the checklist before we call for pushback. Flight instruments. All right, guys, so we're going to go. We've got a 3030 is the altimeter. That's what they're calling for on the ATIS. So I had it set for Pascals, but they wanted in, they're giving it in inches on the ATIS. So, and make sure I have 3030 set here. I just played with that, didn't I? And that cross checks with the there and all the way around, and engine out is set at 1060. Just being kind of thorough here, guys. And so flight instruments are checked, parking brakes should be set. Let's get rid of the chalks here. What's cool? You know what? Before we call, I got a lot of stuff. Let me see how much of it I can get rid of here. All right, so back to this. We'll do this PMDG style. We're going to close all the doors. Close all. And go to the next page. These are open. Close the cargo door. Those aren't closing. Let me go to GSX and Let me do one thing here. Move this out of the way, right? Request refueling, operate stairs. Get rid of those. Now come back in. Let's close the doors up. See if we got any of this stuff out of here. So let's get rid of all the equipment first. Sorry you have to see all this. Why isn't that closed? Oh, I know why. It doesn't like it because I don't have the parking brakes parked. Is that it? This could be interesting. That was quick. Close all. Return. Ground service vehicles. Release the side cargo. Release the forward galley. Release the fuel truck. Release forward cargo. We'll say we're all loaded up. Stairs. Chocks are still set. Doors. Now they're closing. So it didn't want to go away because of I still had things open. Looks like everything's pulling away here. Doors are all closing. Fully loaded on our way to Gatwick. Fuel truck's taking his time getting out of there. Let's come back in. Can arm the doors. I'm going to go to doors here. And go to doors. And let's arm them. Doors are on. We just one L&R because it's a cargo flight, right? As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on. Got 20 passengers. Sure, it's just the unloading and loading crew. All right, take a look outside again. I don't want to call them for clearance until we're kind of ready. All right, they seem to be leaving now. This little guy's taking his time. Make sure all the doors are closed outside. Looks good. Okay, very good. Let's come back inside. Was happy with that. Checklist. 4-star checklist, MCP. Let's look at that. We're planning on 5,000 feet on the Samba 1 Romeo. That's runway heading 232 off the HI-9. V2 is 158 off the TPS. Flight directors are on. LNAV, VNAV, and all these switches are up. So the MCP is correct. Takeoff speeds, we went through that already. CDU pre-flight went through that. Trim is 4.5 units up for now. That's about right. We'll get the rest in a minute. And we'll get the beacon after we call them. So now we come back in here. This is ground. Get ready to copy. Okay, give him a call. Want to make sure I can hear him. Give him a chance to talk first. 2185. I've got a, by the way, we've got ATIS here, ground, tower, and London Center. So we should have full VATSIM control all the way to Gatwick and on the ground. So that's good, right? Come back in here and go legs. Unable cruise altitude. Why is it unable cruise altitude? Let's go VNAV. Oh, it's too high. We're supposed to file it for 19. Okay, here we go.
PZ 172 Victor, contact tower 118625.
And Manchester ground, UPS 400 at stand 68, has information alpha, and we're fully ready for push and start request clearance, altimeter 3030.
GPS 400 Roger, cleared Gatwick, Samba 1 Romeo departure, squawk 7605.
Here to London Gatwick, Samba 1 Romeo departure, 7605 on squawk for UPS 400.
UPS 400 correct.
UPS 400, thank you. All right.
And
so
the QNH was 1026.
1026 for UPS 400, thanks. All right, the ATIS was in inches. 7605. All right, let's get that in TARA. All right, let's look at the checklist. Beacons we're not ready for, and we got to give them a call in just a moment. Okay, I think we're almost ready to go. AJ, told you I'd always be fully staffed around this time. Entire Europe for that matter. Yeah, man, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Okay, guys. Before we call them and tell them we're fully ready, let's be fully ready, right? So we'll come up here. We'll go menu. We'll get pushback ready. Which way do we want to go? Let me show you that again. For those of you just joining us. We're going to go 3 right. Whoa, sorry about that. Because we're going to go out Echo, Delta, I think that's Papa, and probably left on Kilo, 2-3 right, which turns into Juliet. I'll show you that again. Hardest part about anywhere, even outside the VATSIM world.
1605, ready for taxi.
So it's we're over here. It's going to be Echo, Delta, Papa, probably left on Kilo, Juliet. Probably get a hold short somewhere in here. So Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo, Juliet, 2-3 right. That's what we're anticipating. So let's see what they gives us.
Kilo, Bravo, 7654, Beta Delta.
So before I call fully ready, I got to have the tug hooked up. And we talked about that. Let's do this. I'm going to go nose, what did I say, to the left. Standard left.
7654. Don't have a flight
Nose
plan,
left.
please check and refile.
I got to hook up the tug. Nose left. And 90 degrees. So it's going to go nose left. 90 degrees. All right, let's give him a call. And Manchester Ground UPS 400 at stand 38 is requesting pushback and start. Altimeter is 1026.
UPS 400, roger, push and start approved, face south.
Push and start approved, face south for UPS 400. All right, so I got it set 1016, guys. I didn't do that. (1026) 1026 1026. Okay. So I have a before push flow. Mine is to get the hydraulic pumps on. Just make sure you can see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And fuel pumps on. There's no fuel in the center. Cross feeds are closed. Beacon light is on. And the Bob, who's over here flying with me, is very quiet, man. Very quiet indeed. Checks the doors all closed. Logbooks on board. Cockpit doors secured.
667 heavy, taxi
And,
5 November
here we
Charlie,
go.
Echo, Delta, Papa,
Startup push.
Kilo, Juliet, hold Juliet 1.
Go ahead.
Taxi cleared for pushback and start. Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo, Juliet, hold Juliet 1.
Copy that, ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please.
Oh, you know what? Did I not release the chocks, guys? Hold on one second.
Released.
Chocks are removed. Okay.
Good evening.
Okay, Lufthansa 110, third destination.
All right. Clear to start.
Hold
What kind of
5
engines do we have? So you can start.
2731.
I'm laughing because I get this wrong with some of the other things with Freaky D. But if you have Rolls Royces or Pratt & Whitneys, you can start them both at once. But if you have GEs, you got to start them one at a time. So we have GEs. We start them one at a time. So Bob, I'm going to let Bob start up here and do left engine first. That's what we do at my airline. And come up here, check the engine page. Monitor the start. First thing we're looking for is oil pressure rise, and it's starting to come up a little. That's good. When this red tick goes out, it's fully started. Won't need any ice because we're over 10 degrees Celsius. I'll let Bob monitor the start. I'm going to go outside. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Father Time here, 36 years with the airline, 7 years in the Air Force. I retire in September. We are going to fly from Manchester to Gatwick, put the cargo back on, new cargo. Sorry about that. I'm pretty new to the sim world, guys. That's going to become apparent at times.
Turn right on Juliet and Golf, stand.
Then we're going to go on to Amsterdam after that.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the salute and release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
All right, tug's gone. I have a salute. He gave me a salute. I'm going to flash the light at him and say I have a salute. Clear to start the right engine. Starting the right engine. Switch is on. This airplane has a auto start feature. It will start 3 times within 60 minutes. It won't restart if you don't get an oil pressure rise or you have a oil pressure rise or a seized engine or an engine fire, of course, but it will restart just if it gets a hung start or things like that. So just sit there and let it will motor for a while, get the EGT below 100 and try it again. So yeah, this N1 EGT tick, that red tick, when that goes out, the engine's fully started.
Kilo Bravo 7654, don't have a flight plan.
Sir, I have a question. In the 777s, is it necessary to start the engines after pushback? I never encountered a 777 to push and start in real life. Oh yeah, we do push and start in real life all the time. I'm a 777 captain, so trust me on this one, buddy. And thank you for sharing it, Gus. You're welcome. Yeah, we there are situations if it's icy, sir, that we don't start in the pushback, but we usually start one engine in the pushback at all times. If they clear us, All right, we got 2 normal starts, and I'm going to get the checklist back up here. I'm going to get the APU off. I'm going to ask Bob, can you lower the flaps to 5, please? Bob says, sure. Okay, engine anti-ice we don't need. Checklist. Because it's above 10 degrees and no visible moisture. Recall. I do that every time. Recall right here. Make sure you don't have any unwanted messages. Those messages are status messages are everything that we want. No problem there. Flight controls. AJ knows sometimes my flight controls don't work, and that's the end of the stream. So let's go outside. Make sure that works. Get where we can see them. So the FO usually checks the ailerons and the elevators. The captain usually does the rudders. And you take 6 seconds from stop to stop. I'm going a little fast. That's to prevent banging around on the flight controls. That's my flight stick. And those are my pedals, so they're both working. So today, we have flight controls. You said, thanks. In all flights I've been with Emirates, they start the engines in the taxiway after pushback. Totally up to the airline. We do that sometimes. Commander, it's Sneaky Stream, yeah. Commander Sweeper, welcome aboard, buddy. Yeah, that's right, Commander Sweeper. You don't want to get any bad habits in the sim. So I try to do everything standard, even when I'm here. Yeah, let's make sure the checklist is complete before we call for taxi. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment's clear. Checklist is complete. 4 takeoff flaps and they're complete. All right, we're anticipating, guys. Call up the taxi diagram. We're going to call. We're anticipating Echo Delta Papa Kilo. That's what I'm thinking. It's my guess. I'll wait for these guys to stop talking.
Lufthansa 110 Roger, give way to the British Airways A320 Neo from your left to right behind, then stand 3-1, push and start approve, face southwest on November Charlie.
Waiting. And Manchester ground, UPS 40, taxi of stand 68.
UPS 400 Roger, taxi Echo 3.
Taxi to Echo 3 for UPS 400. All right, so Echo 3, I don't know where that is. Let's see.
And UPS 400 might be like 5-minute delay because that Lufthansa going to be pushing back, and then they got the A320 Neo that's going to be taxiing out. So just to let you know.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. Taxiing Echo 3, UPS 400. All right, Commander, we'll see you in a minute. So Echo 3, guys, let's find out where that is before we move. Not in a hurry to move, are we? Echo 3.
Kilo Bravo 7654 Roger. Cleared to destination. Samba 1 Romeo departure, squawk
Echo 3,
3521.
right here. So basically, let's go over on the line. All right, make sure the brakes are released. And he said we'll expect a 5-minute delay. We'll just move over to the line, guys, and wait.
Kilo Bravo 7654, correct. Information Bravo QH 1026.
He's basically holding us on a ramp for a few more minutes. New altimeter's up, and 1026 is the altimeter.
Sorry, say again?
I think this is about Echo 3 here.
November 7654, Roger, push and start approved, face west.
No, PMDG 777, some of them do have Pratt & Whitneys on them. I don't know about... So if you had a Pratt & Whitney, you could start both engines at the same time. I'm sure Freaky D somewhere, one of my subscribers who's a Boeing engineer, is laughing because I had trouble getting this through his head. My airline had Rolls Royces on the 200s, start those both at times. G's on the 300s, start them one at a time. But evidently, if you had Pratt & Whitneys, you could also start at the same time.
There, so taxi Delta left, turn on to Kilo.
So we're waiting here for traffic. I think this is Echo 3. We're right about Lima Romeo 66. Yeah, right about here. So we're near Echo 3. And I can't go on Lima, guys. By the way, that's a taxiway that's restricted for 777s. So my only choice to do this is Delta, Papa, Kilo, Juliet. Because as you can see, this is a restricted taxiway. If you put down wingspan restriction on the Flight to D Pro, that's my own personal collection. It tells, and in red, it tells you where you can't go. I put in 777-200, and it delineates the taxiways we can't use. So I made up my best guess on how to get out there. See if we can see anybody over here.
Lufthansa 110 Manchester and controller. Hello, when can I expect your push?
Might as well go over the departure while we're here. Let's go over takeoff data and bugs. The FO would make sure we check weights, winds, and temperatures. I got to get my stream back up over here so I can see you guys. There you are. Sorry, I had when I went to the that publication I have, it clicked you off. I wish I knew that earlier. I only thought that PMG only has GE engine option. No, it does. As I mentioned, they do have Pratt & Whitney. I'm not sure about Rolls-Royces. But if you have Pratt & Whitney or Rolls-Royces, you can start two at the same time. GE's one at a time. The pushback direction is based on the runway you take off, Gus. Yes, exactly.
Well, in 4 tango off, stand 49, ready for mission start.
So here's the traffic we're waiting for. This RJ.
Fueling 76 Whiskey Alpha, Manchester. Hallo, stand for 9 approaches by the port, face to the west.
Push start pre face to the west, well in for 76 Whiskey Alpha.
Seabird 1605, contact Manchester Tower 118, it's my 6 to 5, have a nice night, bye bye.
Alright, so the SID is the Samba. 1 Romeo.
1605, contact Manchester Tower.
Basically going to go LNAV, it's going to just a big turn, we'll get the autopilot on, and this point between 5 and 3 and Samba at 5, transition level altitude is 5,000, so our first flight level is 60. Pretty straightforward. 250 below 10, and that's it.
Good afternoon, Manchester ground, this is EZ3263.
And right now they do have
7 and A330, information Bravo on board.
ground,
IFR
tower,
to Tenerife, please.
London control, and Gatwick's up and running too, so should be a nice with VATSIM. So I'm new to the guys to the flight sim game, about 3 months. Well, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be great. We have also a Discord if you want to join that. We're just getting started here as a community. Really great group of guys and girls. It's been terrific. I've really enjoyed it. When I retire, I'm going to do this a lot.
Info Bravo correct, number 2 in sequence, call back.
Okay.
Airport 6754, taxi initially November Charlie, hold short November Charlie 1.
Thank you. You subscribe and you join the stream. Thank you, sir. Should be fun. We do a lot of instruction. I'm not a flashy producer, as you can see. You're not going to have a lot of funny videos in the outside of the airplane landing, only because I don't know how. I wish I did. I'm trying to learn that to kind of make my videos a little more interesting.
110, taxi to holding point, Juliet 1 via Eco Delta Papa Kilo Juliet.
UPS 400, taxi to holding point, Juliet 1, runway 23 right via Eco Delta Papa Kilo Juliet.
Echo Delta Papa Kilo Juliet for holding point 23 right, UPS 400. All right, that's what we thought. So let's look. This guy's not out of the way. So,
Manchester.
So here,
EZ3263.
Delta Papa Kilo Juliet. Let's try it. I don't know if we're waiting for this. I don't want to go. He's going backwards.
Airport 6754 Manchester, you already received a taxi clearance. Taxi November Charlie, hold short November Charlie 1.
There he goes. He's not moving. I thought he was supposed to go a long time ago.
November Charlie, hold short of November Charlie 1. 1612 Manchester, hello, stand by number 2, call you back. Lufthansa 110, do you start the taxi now?
Oh, he left.
Roger, perfect. Everyone is waiting for you.
I think he just
Z1 kitchen, easy at 3263 Manchester.
Easy 3263, go ahead.
Easy 3263, you're cleared to land.
There he goes.
The cook someone home departures for
All right.
7226.
Let's go inside for the taxi. He's finally going. He's more clueless than I am.
Crooks, one.
That's saying something.
All
right, here we go.
236.
Easy 326, kitchen easy 3263.
If you haven't flown with me before, this speed tape on the Boeing, that's where your nose is. If you keep the speed tape on the line, right here, your nose is on the line.
Genix 41 Whiskey Charlie, cleared.
So we're going Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo, Juliet. So weights, winds, and temperatures. We check the weights against what we planned. As long as we're at or below, we're good. He's having a heck of a time up there. Weights, winds, and temperatures. So the winds are a headwind. We've got a 300 at 14. We're going off runway. So it's very slight headwind, about a 5-knot headwind. Echo, Delta, and temperature. We check. We're doing a reduced power takeoff, so it's not important. But if you're doing a max power, that the temperature is at or below the plan. Echo, Delta. Is this Papa here?
Lufthansa 110, contact Manchester Tower 118 is my 625. Bye bye.
Yeah, guys.
Lufthansa 10, contact Manchester Tower 118 is my 625. Thank you, bye bye.
Nope. And where's Papa for American, for UPS 400, sir?
UPS 400, say again?
Yeah, we didn't see a sign marked for Papa. Is it up ahead to the left?
It's already more or less to the left. If you can make it, otherwise you can taxi Delta, Charlie, and then Papa.
Delta, Charlie, Papa. Thanks. Sorry about that. Yeah, that wasn't marked. I looked at it. It wasn't marked as Papa. So it was confusing. I don't think. Is this Nope, it's the other way. Totally lost here, guys.
Well, it's 76 Whiskey Alpha for taxi.
Viewing 76 Whiskey Alpha, give way to the UPS 777, crossing right to left on Juliet. Thereafter, taxi hold and Boeing Juliet 1 over 23 right via Juliet.
Okay, so
Give way to the UPS 777, passing right to left on Juliet. Taxi on a point to Juliet 1, runway 23 right via Juliet. Well, in 76 Whiskey Alpha.
F45, you don't relief taxi.
F1 for 5 victory.
Whitman said then MCP and radios, so we got Someone Romeo 5000, 232 is runway heading for 158 is V2, and 10, and this is Kilo, we're going to Juliet now, and checked runway 23 right. He's giving way to us. Have to take off. So checklists are all done. So here we go. We'll let these guys know. And cabin, prepare for takeoff.
Foxtrot and Juliet. Give way to a Violin A321 joining left from Golf.
SR71 or black. I would love to do that. AJ, yeah, Father Time and Taxi. Yeah, I know, buddy.
6754. I didn't give you a taxi clearance quite there. You should hold short of November Charlie 1.
Where's the love? Just kidding.
UPS 400, contact Manchester Tower 118.625. Have a nice flight. Bye bye.
118.65. Thanks for help for America. UPS 400. All right, UPS 400, not American. Stop here. There. Parking brakes are set. Tower. And London Control, London Center. I don't know, I'll guess 27-1.
Cancer 110, frequency.
Be a while. All right, one last review. Bob, you got anything? Bob has nothing.
Manchester Tower, 670, please 9 miles northeast inbound ILS, runway 23, right approach. 670, Manchester Tower, fly straight in, runway 23, right, altimeter 3030.
Tower
Right now?
well in 76 Whiskey Alpha, behind UPS 777 at Juliet.
Holding right here now. Holding at Juliet 2.
Whiskey Alpha, hello. Are you able right turn on Mike 1?
A Mike 1 for departure, well in 76 Whiskey Alpha.
Going 76 Whiskey Alpha, thank you. I've not got contact with the aircraft in front. I'm going to put you in front of them. So,
AJ.
Mike 1, wind 330 degrees, 3 knots. And we're 2 to right, clear takeoff.
Fire Mike 1, runway 2 for right, clear takeoff, well in 76 Whiskey Alpha.
Contact 110, frequency. UPS 407, frequency.
UPS 400, yes sir, we're holding in sequence.
Thank you. I'm just trying to get hold of the good cancer in front.
Could you say again, please, for UPS 400?
This morning, I'm contacting you already.
He said something to me, guys, but I can't go anywhere anyway. This guy's ahead of me.
121.8, we got 198 for service.
Confirm decimal 85.
121.85, sorry.
And we can go 110. 5 Juliet 1, 9 up from 23, right?
Alright, he's being cleared in position.
We can go 110.
Oh boy, he's not answering him. Might have a little problem with this guy up ahead of us, guys. He's not answering. Morning, everyone. Morning, Chris Stuper.
Manchester Tower, good evening.
Pretty sure he cleared this guy line up and wait ahead of us, so he's not answering.
Tango 117. Behind the landing EasyJet A320, 5 Juliet 1, 9 up on the QB right behind.
I think he might have just disconnected. He doesn't appear to be answering, and now he's gone. There was a guy here. He cleared him to after the EasyJet, line up and wait, 2-3 right.
Thank you.
Apologies, we had a technical defect with the aircraft. Well in 76 Whiskey Alpha.
Okay.
I'm going to move up, guys.
US 400, you can continue now, Juliet 1.
Here, move up to Juliet 1, UPS 400.
1352 on final runway 22 right. Manchester Tower, the 110 with you now.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
400, position, that aircraft is reconnected.
Yeah, I saw that too. UPS 400 holding position.
EG1352, wind 30 degrees from 3 knots, runway 23 right.
He reconnected. He disconnected, now he reconnected.
Yes, around there, runway 23 right, this is 1352.
The tanker 110, behind the landing EasyJet from Juliet 1, 9 up on the QB right behind.
Hello, Lufthansa 110, behind landing EasyJet, line up from 23 right behind.
Yeah, Cactus, hey buddy.
Well in 76 Whiskey Alpha, airborne passing altitude 2000 feet.
Boeing 76 Whiskey Alpha, contact London 127.1. Bye-bye.
Cool, London 127.1, well in 76 Whiskey Alpha, good night.
That's his sequence, so after he lands, he's cleared line up and wait. We'll see if he does it.
670, turn next taxiway.
It's pretty tight. On our way to London Gatwick, guys. We're going to put more cargo on and go on to Amsterdam. I think that guy just had to go around. Pretty sure, anyway. Maybe not. He landed. He was, I do believe he was supposed to line up and wait after that EasyJet landed, so we may be trapped here. There he goes. At least we think, right?
EG 1352, thank you. Ground 121.8 flat. Tanker 110, wind 330 degrees from 3 knots, runway 23 right for takeoff.
Lufthansa 110, we are clear for takeoff, thank you.
and UPS for 5081, now from 23 right.
Via Juliet 1, line up and wait 23 right for UPS 400. Line up and wait. Lights are already on, guys. They're already chimed. This one-man cockpit stuff, you know, got to make some special exceptions. Normally, we wouldn't put the lights on till we're cleared for takeoff. We turn on the taxi and turn off lights and the wing lights. That's a technique when we are cleared on the runway, get the rest of the lights when we're clear for takeoff. But I anticipate he'll keep us going here. All right, 23 right, final is clear.
Approaching 24 right.
Maybe 23 right. Somewhere over here, right?
On runway 24 right.
Rotation, tower is now closing. If you're on the ground, contact ground 121.85. So if you're about to take off, once you come 122.8, good afternoon.
I think he just left.
Manchester Tower, that's 45 Tower P on Juliet 1.
And tower UPS 400. I think he closed. I think he left. And tower UPS 400. Did you just leave, sir? All right, 122.8. He left me. Kind of hurts, right? Manchester traffic, UPS 400, runway 23 right, taking off. Here we go. That was funny.
Airspeed alive.
Thrust is set. He left me.
80 knots.
Check. So acceleration check.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Kind of hurt. Didn't give me any flowers or anything. Just left me.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Let's put the autopilot on, guys. $1,500, we're looking for climb power. All right, 1,500, there's climb power. We clean up at 3,000, which is 3,200.
Micro mechanics forward, Charlie, taxi, and Juliet 1, 2, 3 right.
There we go. Get the nose down. Come on, baby. 3 for 5. I'm going to keep climbing. He wants to leave me like that, right? I'm nobody's fool. Okay, flaps 1. Now, guys. 5,000. And Manchester traffic. This is 40 out of 5,000 for flight level 190. Flying this Sam 1 Romeo. It did hurt, AJ. All right, we're cleaned up. How about after takeoff climb check? Here it is. All right, guys. Hopefully we do better at Gatwick. Obviously had things to do. All right, we're L-naving it, V-naving it. We're going to be on the ground shortly. We'll brief up the approach and everything once we get stable here. I'm looking for any kind of London control here. London Center. Nothing. They sent me over to 22.8. So far, no one's called me.
Manchester.
Toilet emergency. You're right. You're right. They might have had a toilet emergency. We're not judging them. Just kind of hurts. All right. So, and I'll desterilize them. F takeoff climb check is complete. On our way, we'll be before you know it. They'll ping you if they need you. Thanks, AJ. Yeah, my first VATSIM flight, if you remember, AJ, I got an email, letter, and a reprimand because they're pinging me, and there I was on Common Freak 22.8, and I didn't answer them. I went to Tower, and I went over and made a donation to VATSIM just to make myself feel better, but I got a letter. I should show it to you sometime. It was pretty stinging. The head of VATSIM, shift director. Going into Gatwick. Let's get set up. Air flights. Gatwick. And we're going to do the Kidley. Our approach. We'll come back to that. You have a loud beep when they ping you. You won't miss it this time. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Commander Sweeper. I did get the letter. And I'm back on VATSIM after that. You got to admire me for that, right? Oh, guys, what did I forget? Standard out of 6, right? Standard. Here comes 18 for 19. We'll get level, then we'll brief the arrival and the approach we're anticipating. All right, London Center, 27-1. That was a good guy, guessed. Hard to hear him.
Sure, 2 kilo.
Osprey 101, Elvos 1 Mike arrival. Easy 8 from your Mike, Elvos 1 Mike Manchester.
And London UPS 400, flight level 190.
Stevens 1, turn right, heading 315.
Driving in 315, Stevens.
UPS 400, land control, Kidley 1 Golf arrival.
Kidley 1 Golf arrival, UPS 400. I gotta tell my wife to turn on the lights.
Shuttle 42 India is in navigation direct Welling.
Navigation direct Welling.
Stevens 1, descent flight level 70.
Same flight level 70, Stevens.
She turned off on me, and now I can't see my paper.
Report low tides are established, runway 33.
Call your local this time.
She turned them on for me. Thank you. There goes that immersion. All right, guys, without further ado, let's brief up.
Elvos 1 Mike arrival, short 2 kilo.
Guys, I'm going to click on the beep to dull the cockpit noise because he's really faint, okay? I'll come out of it when I make my transmission so we can hear him. Okay, so let's take a look at the arrival.
1 descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1026.
Kidley 1 Golf over Kidley at 15. There's Kidley.
Stevens 1, thank you, descending with the ILS.
Descending with the ILS, Stevens.
Kidley at 15. Then middle, what is that? Midhurst. Two foes at max 250. We'll be at 240, so that's not a problem. Molly max 220. Holly max 220. So, well, that's good. Well, I'll make sure I at 220 there. And Willow at 7.
Easy 8, Mike, descent flight level 200.
Willow at 7.
Descent flight
Funky arrival, guys. You probably have flown it, you guys from the UK. We come in south of the
Right,
yeah.
S5, my whiskey,
Commander.
London,
Yeah, my wife's
775.
she's not the co-pilot. She's the captain. Trust me.
Thanks. Boeing 76
Yeah.
Whiskey Alpha, call London 129.425.
Yeah.
Call London
My poor
129.425,
wife.
well in Census Whiskey Alpha. Good night.
She's got her old 64-year-old husband in the basement playing a flight sim, but I'm loving it. She knows I'm supportive. At 7th row, and we'll get the transition level off the ATIS, and let's get the Manchester ATIS. ATIS EGKK 36525. 525.
Easy 8. Alright, Mike, continue Unicorn 122 decimal 9, goodbye.
See.
Stevens 1, runway 33, surface wind 320 at 12, descent flight.
Stevens 1 kilo land switch to Zulu.
Runway in use 26 left clearance delivery frequency 121.95 is closed. Departing aircraft make initial contact on 121.8. Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 320 degrees 9 knots. Cab OK. Temperature +16. Dew point +6. QNH 1025. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta. And advise aircraft type on first contact. Time 1720 Zulu. Runway in use 26 left clearance delivery frequency 121.95 is closed. Departing aircraft make initial contact on 121.8. Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 320 degrees 9 knots. Cab OK. Temperature +16. Dew point +6. QNH 1025.
Yeah, thanks.
Acknowledge receipt of information Delta. And
All right. 1025 is going to be the altimeter. And I got to get the minimum set up here. 396. Down here. The airplane slews, the altimeter slews much faster. $396. So, all right, here we go. ILS 26 left at London Gatwick, 21-2, and it's effective 30 April 23, so it's effective. 110.9, 110.9, glide slope intercepts at 2,000 feet, down to 396. Runway elevation is 196, so that's 200-foot decision height. Min sector highest is 2,300, so 3,000 is a good altitude. Missed approach is in the box. Climb to 3,000, straight ahead, and then, okay, let's take a look at that. All right. I got to ask if I'm cleared to 15. Is UPS 400 clear to descend on the Kidley, sir?
UPS when ready, descend flight level 150 level by Kidley.
Okay, we're descending now. We level by Kidney, flight level 150 for UPS 400. Guys, I'm going to go out of nav and just get down there. The little speed brakes. What do we got? 20 miles to lose, 4,000 feet. We're okay at idle power. I'm going to turn the lights back on. There we go. Now it's back. It's always something with Father Time. All right, descent check. Recall. Recall. No unwanted messages. Notes, that's for if you had an emergency. Things left over. Auto brakes, we use 3. Approach brief, we'll use 144, which will be a 149 final. Landing data, standard landing assessment because it's dry. See how it says standard? You got to go to here, guys. I'll show you that. You go to VNAV, forecast, and put in the transition level, which is 70, which we got off the ATIS. The real airplane knows 18. You can see how you got rid of the altimeters. There's 15 for 16. I'll get us back into VNAV in a minute. And approach brief is complete. We still got to go over the after landing taxi stuff. I'll get us back into VNAV once we get down there. So I'm going to go VNAV, VNAV cruise 150. I'm just going to set this back up so that, and I'll go 310 cruise here, so that when I go back into VNAV, we're all set. All right, leveling at 15 at Ridley. It's taking its time. Yeah, the real airplane knows that 18 is not it. Hey, Father Time, how are you? Northwood Dave, how you doing, buddy? You can take the pilot out of the cockpit. You can't take the pilot's enjoyment out of flying out of the pilot. I think she knows that.
London 129425.
That's true, buddy. Yeah, I would like to see that. That wasn't for us, was it? You say again, please.
129425.
Was that for UPS 400, sir?
Hey, Phil.
2942. So yeah, thanks. Yeah. I'm over there talking to my chat, huh?
Decimal 5. 18.5, full up, and goodbye. So we're 1605, contact director 126825. ED1 for Whiskey Lima, contact director 126825.
126825, EGCC for Whiskey Lima.
Mando Ground 2763, contact active director 126825. Quality 1333, what did you stand by? Broken 2763 for director 26825.
And London UPS 400, flight level 154.
UPS 400, roger, you stepped on everyone, just stand by. Tomjet 4121 for gap rate.
Stand by. So I'm gonna slow it down, guys, because he's gonna put us a little behind the power curve here.
Thank you. And Tomjet 667 cleared to land 26 left, wind 3309.
That way, when I go idle to catch up with the profile, which is here,
59, climb flight level 130.
we're better off.
ED 39 Alpha Golf heading to London 127.9. Right now 159 Quebec is a level 220 level by ICTAM.
7 level 220 level ICTAM.
Oh, he's loud. I like that.
Morocco Yankee climb flight level 230. 1039 Hotel climb flight level 1.
So our next thing here is a couple of airspeeds, but they're below 10. It's 7,220 at Willow. falling a little behind, but we can catch up.
I need to log off because if you saw the amount of aircraft that are about to enter my sector, I think anyone would have a heart attack. So I need to go to Unicom, please. Everybody to Unicom 122.8. If you've been waiting, thank you for your patience.
122.8. Did he just leave too? I think he just sent me to Unicom. All right. Did you just send us all over to Unicom, sir? Are you gone? He's gone. All right, we're on Unicom. Let's get out of here. We're going to go down to 7. We'll follow our pile. He dumped me. He dumped me. Guys, we are getting slammed here. Let's go idle speed brakes, catch up with the profile. He quit too. Okay, Gatwick traffic. UPS 400 out of 150 for 70 on the Kidley arrival for runway 26 left. All right. Approach 126825. I'm going to go 126825. I'm looking, he left. Gatwick approach, UPS 400.
UPS 400.
Yes, sir. Our London just sent us all over to Unicom. We're on the Kidley arrival for runway 26 left. We're out of 0 for flight level 70. Information in a 727-200 freighter. There it is, guys. Approach 26825 for Gatwick. I imagine he's going to leave too. So Gatwick Tower, I think he's gone too, unless he mistyped it. Is L?
All stations, radio check.
5.
Oh, we speed of 1605, descend flight level 70. Griffin 2763, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME. Subject 4121, Gatwick hello, turn right, heading 030 degrees. Surd 1605, turn right, heading 050 degrees, speed 220 knots. Surd 1605, right turn 05, correction, right turn 070 now, speed 220 knots. Subject 4121, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the Gatwick.
You're going to Gatwick, yes, Dave. That's what I meant, sweeper. 727 is old time. Never flew it. Actually, it's a flight engineer on it.
Directly back, break, Griffin 2763, 26 left, clear to land with 2, correction 3309 knots. Easy 29 Romeo Quebec, Gatwick hello, behind the landing, British Airways 320 via Mike 1, line up 26 left behind.
Right, in the landing, A320, line up 26 left behind.
Jet 667, you would be.
They got this as the approach freak.
Jet 9 F Tango Gatwick.
And Gatwick approach UPS 400.
UPS 400 Gatwick, hello to you. Landing 26 left, information echo currents, to maintain flight level 70.
Okay, information echo 26 left, and we're 777-200 freighter, and UPS 400.
Thank you, break speed 1605, 10 left, heading 350 degrees.
Yeah, Dave, flying for UPS. And UPS does not have any. Does not have any 777s.
When established on the localizer, descend with the glide path, and also you can descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
So I'm just going to keep flying the arrival.
Third 1605, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, gap QNH is 1025.
After landing, where are we going to go? Airport. 26 left, probably clear at Fox Romeo or Echo.
1605, send 5,000.
Hold short of the inboard. That's a hot spot. When they clear us to cross, right on Juliet. We're going over here to hangar 9, spot 158. So probably Juliet.
4121, you're going to go through the localizer.
Probably Juliet Romeo.
220 degrees to establish.
And we're parking right up in here.
Sierra 1605.
Might be Juliet Sierra up in here.
1605, yes.
Sierra 1605, listen please, called you 3 times, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, the Gatwick QNH is 1025.
Descending 5,000.
AZ23 Tango X-ray Gatwick, hello to you, Squawk 1006. Sid 1605, confirmed descent to altitude now 4,000 feet on QNH of 1025.
1605.
Father Time, with the OTM program radar
1025.
contact, there was a call to AT Center about the need to leave the frequency to get weather. We don't do that because we report back, and yeah, if you have a single radio, you can get permission to leave the frequency. I haven't had that since the Air Force. I flew T-37s and trainers, and that's what we did all the time.
Sid 1605, 10 left heading 280 degrees when localizer established.
I don't know, Dave. I'm going to 26 left. It's not that short. Got a displaced threshold, but
you descend with the glide path.
Copy on localizer established, the descent on glide path to
pretty good, does it, guys?
Subject 9 Alpha Tango by Bravo 1 line up 26 left.
7,000 feet.
A lot of static, guys.
Easy 2 1 Tango Foxtrot Gatwick hello to you, landing 26 left with no delay, information echo currents, maintain flight level 70.
Oh.
Subject 4121,
Get it.
speed 16.
And we're using he did say 26 left, right? That's what I'm set up for.
Quebec, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 130.
2,000 and climbing.
Guys, before we do this loop,
Easy 2 1 Tango Foxtrot.
I would imagine he's going to vector us off that. Thanks, Dave. 26 left it is.
EPS 400, fly heading 100 degrees, speed 230 or greater.
Okay, heading 100 and speed 250 knots or greater for UPS 400.
Shed 1605, speed now 180 knots. Speedbird 1605, speed 180 knots.
Alright, so guys, we're being vectored.
Using T3 Tango X-ray, thanks
Departures,
for your patience there.
this,
so you're landing T6 left,
execute.
Information echo is
It's
correct.
good.
Descend flight level 1. Subject 9 Alpha X-ray.
There we go.
Left,
I guess I slowed down a little early for him. He gave me 250 or greater, so that's high speed below 10, but I'm going to do 250 because I'm a big baby. Oh, Dave, we started off out of Manchester going to Gatwick. Going to put new cargo on and head over to Amsterdam if all goes well. Yeah, sounds good, Commander. Yeah, we used to do it all the time in single radio. We'd ask for permission to go off freak for a number of reasons, and they would say, yeah. So what's a short flight? Gatwick to Amsterdam? About an hour 10?
Easy 26 Echo Juliet 1. Easy 26 Echo Juliet, thanks, hold Alpha 1.
Yeah, so we'll go to the gate if I can get there, right? And AJ, you're still on. Reboot everything, put all the stuff on, and go to Amsterdam.
Easy T3 Tango X-ray descent flight level 80, speed 220 knots. Jet 9 Alpha Tango, report you're passing altitude, climb now, flight level 130. Turn it up behind the landing 28737, fire Alpha 1 line 26 left.
Yeah, there is Dave. Oh, I'll send you the link. Thanks, AJ.
Speed at 1605, speed 160 knots, maintain it till...
AJ's here to help me taxi in.
Russian Easy 29 Romeo Quebec, there's no further ATC, I'm afraid, continue with Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Unicom 2, Romeo Foxtrot, Romeo Quebec.
London Control, good evening, check 2009er at landing point, runway 26 left.
Portugal 2009, Gatwick, hello, correction, give way to...
Dave, I'm trying to think where I got it. It's a little outdated, like one of the taxiways is wrong, but...
Portugal 2009, hold Alpha 1.
It's like a Spanish sounding name, the facility that has it.
Yes, 40010, left heading 070 degrees, speed 220 knots.
Left 070 degrees, slow to 220 knots, UPS 400.
Easy 21 Tango Foxtrot, descent to altitude.
Alright, 070 on the heading. 220 knots.
Easy 21 Tango Foxtrot, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet.
Yeah, that'll work. Flaps.
21 Tango Foxtrot, 10 left heading 290 degrees, when established, localizer, 26 left, descend to the right.
This guy sounds like he's doing towers and tower and approach.
Jet 4121, welcome to Gatwick, second right Juliet, toward the ground, 121 decimal 8.
Second right Juliet, Jet 4121, taxi.
121.8.
Speed 1605, continue the approach, there's one rolling ahead, the wind 3309 knots. UPS 400, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH is 1025, you have 30 track miles.
Oops, can you say it one more time for UPS 400?
Speed 1605, 26 left, per to left.
1605,
UPS 400, you have 30 track miles to touchdown, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, the Gatwick QNH is 1025.
1025, 4,000 feet for you, UPS 400. Alright, so 4,000, sounds like he wants a constant rate descent. So I'll do 600 feet. They do that at London, probably do it here. They give you distance from touchdown, and they want you to do a nice constant rate descent. I didn't see that in the Manchester reference pages, but we'll do it. They actually have charts at Heathrow that when they give you the distance and the altitude, you can start, they give you vertical speeds to use.
On runway 26 left, depth 2009.
Easy 47 X-ray Foxtrot, hold Alpha 1.
Alright, below 7, so altimeters. Transition 1025.
You'll have to wait your turn, hold at Mike 1, call you back shortly.
1025, so altimeters are set. Descent checks complete.
Lima 221 at taxiway Alpha November.
Easy 21 Tango Foxtrot, speed now 160.
Speed brakes are armed. Flaps 30. We'll be
correction, speed at 221, Gatwick Roger, hold Alpha 3.
Hold Alpha 3, speed at 221.
Speed 1605, welcome to Gatwick, taxi 08 left, hold short of Romeo.
Big difference between London, I don't know if Gatwick does the same thing,
to Gatwick, taxi on 08
and Kennedy. When they give you an altitude in Kennedy, they want you to do an idle power descent. In Gatwick, they want you to do a constant rate descent. Oh, London, Heathrow. As I said, I don't know if Gatwick had that.
Speedbird 1605 Gatwick.
Oh, yeah. Used to fly. I've flown with Bronco, Blanco L'Oreal.
08 left, hold short of Romeo.
One round is what I call them. Yeah, we do that all the time.
Easy T3 Tango X-ray descent flight level.
Those vertical speeds are no wind, so if you've got a headwind, it'll tell you to do 1,000 on the charts, but really you need to do about 700 feet per minute or you'll end up idle. You'll end up down at altitude with your power up and they give you a violation or tick mark against you.
Griffin 2849 Gatwick, hello to you. It's landing 26 left with no delay. Information echo current to report your recovery.
Yeah, Kennedy would want you right down to 4. These guys want a nice constant rate descent. See this right here, guys?
Clear to 40 confirm way 26 left.
That little guy, so on base leg.
110 left at 350 degrees, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
350 degrees and down to 3,000 feet. UPS 400.
Griffin 2849, thanks for that. Descent to flight level 90.
Hey, let me show you a trick here. So 350, on base leg, this little glide path, if you keep that centered on the approach, it works great. So right now we're going a little below it. So I'm going to try to keep that centered. See what I'm talking about? That's a base leg. That's a trick we use. So I'm going a little below it. So I'll go to 600. And it only works on base leg, guys. If you end up down at 4 with the power up, they give you a little tick mark. You get enough of those, the company loses slots.
So, Tango X-ray descent to altitude 4,000 feet. The QNH gap.
I'm going to go a little less because see here, we're a little below it. And we're supposed to be at 210, not this base leg.
Portugal 2009, report you're passing altitude, climb now.
I think it's actually 180. I'm going to cheat and go to 200. Flaps 5.
Portugal 2009, report you're passing altitude, climb.
Yeah, it's 210 on downwind, 180 on base, 160 to 5 DME normally.
150, tip 2009.
See how we're a little below it still?
Negative. It's the altitude you're climbing through. What are you climbing through now?
So I'm trying to stay on that glide path.
I'm on 4,500.
Thank you. Climb now, flight level 150.
It's going to give us a turn here any second.
Climbing 150 to depth 209.
UPS 400, turn left heading 290 degrees when localizer are established on 26 left, descent with the glide path.
Left heading 290 when localizer established for 26 left, descend with the glide path, UPS 400. All right.
Griffin 2849, descent.
So I'm going to go localizer but not approach because we're not established. You can see where we are on this standby glide path.
Timber on heading 360 degrees.
Now we can start picking up this one. That's a constant rate descent. Hey guys, Blanco L'Oreal's I've flown with him only once. What a great guy. Good pilot. I was fascinated by his YouTube stuff. Fascinated, as you can imagine. All right, now it's 180 until 180 till I think it's 10 DME.
Gatwick Director, Easy 94 Romeo with you at
Flaps 15.
Easy 94 Romeo, Gatwick, hello, Roger. Break easy 47 X-ray Fox, 26.
And we're established. I'm going to go with the glide path now because we're pretty much on the localizer. And we're above that 3,000 anyway.
UPS 400, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, UPS 400. Yeah, that's what they expect, guys.
Portugal 2009, route direct to Southampton, Sierra Alpha Mike.
Direct to Sierra Alpha Mike. Tap 2009.
Berlin 117, via Mike 11 at 26 left. Easy T3 Tango X-ray, 10 left heading 350 degrees, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
Gonna get onto the glide path, guys. Got low capture. Don't have to call established because he already cleared us. 3,000 is the missed approach altitude.
Easy T1 Tango Foxtrot, comes up the ground now, 121 decimal.
Flaps 20, we can go flaps 25.
Cheers, mate.
Help us get down. So we're doing flight level change until we get on the glide path. And it should be glide path capture any second now.
Griffin 34,
Right side.
descend to altitude 5,000.
Capture. Glide slope capture.
5, you've got 30 track miles.
Send altitude 5,000 feet, 125.
Easy 28 second Juliet, there's no further ATC now. Continue with Unicom 22.8.
It's getting a little slow. And now we got to go 160 till 5 DME. Not sure if Gatwick's the same guy.
Foxtrot, report you passing altitude and climb now for over 130.
If I were to put in 170 here, 160 knots, maintain till 4 miles, UPS 400. Yeah, that's standard. He's giving his London stuff here. Below 180, flaps 30. Before landing checklist is complete. Missed approach altitude is set.
Easy 23 Tango
160 to 4 DME. There's my DME right there, guys. There's my runway. Remember the turn off?
Easy T3 Tango X-ray.
Right turn off.
To 80 degrees.
Probably Fox Romeo right on. We'll hold short of the inboard. Right on Juliet. Somewhere up in here we're going to park. Yeah, they watch your speed. They can see the dial on the window. On our airplanes. One last check of the airspeed. Miles 148's coming in the window.
Portugal 2009. There's no further ATC now. Continue with Unicom 122.8.
Moment of truth, guys. If we have to go around, it's Toga. Going around. Flaps 20.
1,000.
Clear to land. 26 left. UPS 400. 300 at 9 knots. So 8 knot left cross.
Sorry, repeat that.
So 221 behind the landing. UPS 777. Flying Alpha 1 at 26 left.
Yeah, so it'll be going around, Toga, flaps 20, positive rate, gear up, set, missed approach altitude, 3,000. At 1,000 feet, we clean it up if we had to go around. But the runway looks clear.
Easy T3 Tango X-ray speed 160 knots, maintain till 40.
No, you can, once you're established on the glide slope, your engines can come up. Commander.
Easy 94 Romeo Echo, hold at Alpha 1.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
All right, turn right here, hold short of the inboard.
Feet remaining.
That's a closed taxiway over there. That wouldn't have been good. AJ would have had another good laugh at his poor friend. All right, flaps up after landing check.
Easy 47 X-ray Foxtrot, there's no further ATC, continue to Unicom 122, that's right. Spirit 221, 265, clear for takeoff at 330 degrees 9.
Yeah, for takeoff, Spirit 221.
UPS 400, welcome to Gatwick, taxi second right on Juliet, and hold short of Sierra.
Second right on Juliet, hold short of Sierra for UPS 400. Thank you. He said welcome. I feel welcome.
Berlin 117, confirm you're climbing now.
08 left.
Flaps are up, gears up. We'll get the lights in a second. Not a high priority, right?
Easy 94 Romeo Echo behind the landing company 319, flying Alpha 11 at 26 left.
Easy 904 Romeo Echo, line up and wait, runway 26 left.
Easy 94 Romeo Echo, just confirm that's behind the landing company Airbus 319. That's on short final now.
Easy 904 Romeo Echo, apologies. Behind landing traffic, line up and wait, runway 26 left.
Gatwick
Director, good evening, German Air Force ready for departure at Alpha 3.
You're blocked.
Easy T3 Tango X-ray, 26 left, clear to land with 3309. Speedbird 221, score command Charlie.
Command Charlie, Speedbird 221.
Shared 221, thank you. Report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 180.
At 2000, climbing flight level 180. Speedbird 221.
Gatwick Director,
I think the ground is closed now.
Departure at Alpha 3.
German Air Force 247, Gatwick, hello to you. Thanks, hold at Alpha 1.
Hold at Alpha 1, German Air Force 247.
Joint 270 is airborne at flight level 280.
Giant
AJ.
2470 Gatwick, hello to you. It's squawk 4750 and it's the QNAV 1 Golf arrival.
Squawk 4750, joint 2470.
There is a ground freight.
It's the QNAV 1 Golf arrival.
He must be
QNAV
having us
Golf
hold
arrival,
with him.
Joint 2470.
Director, good evening to you. It's Griffin 2762 on Alpha November to hold short Alpha 3, fully ready.
Griffin 2762 Gatwick, hello to you, Roger.
I'm going to hold for this guy. Turn off my lights. Ah, he's still going. And UPS 400, we're parking over at Hangar 9 today, sir.
UPS 400, Roger. You can contact the ground on 121.8.
Thanks for your help. 218, great job. UPS 400. That's what I was looking for, a frequency change, right? And UPS ground, I mean, how about Gatwick ground, 400 on the ground, looking for a Hangar 9. We're going to spot 158.
UPS 400, Gatwick ground, hello, pass your message. Oh, sorry, you're just an arrival, sorry, were you requesting a particular parking location?
Yeah, UPS 400. We're thinking about trying to find a Hangar 9, spot 158. Cargo.
UPS 400, no problem at all. Continue Juliet, left Sierra, and then you can take stand 159er.
Hey, Juliet, Sierra, stand 159 for UPS 400. Thank you, sir. All right, let's do this, guys.
Right at 82 Juliet Kilo, taxi Juliet November, Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
There we are.
Right at 82 Juliet Kilo, actually, sorry,
move this over.
Mike 1. I'm right at 82 Juliet Kilo, apologies, I see you've taxied back a beam past Mike, which is very useful. So you can take a left Mike, hold Mike 1.
Left Mike, hold Mike 1, Ryanair 82 Juliet Kilo.
Spot 159 is back in there. Control tower.
Subject 4121, sorry, just say again, I didn't quite catch that.
If you've got time to answer, have you got any solutions to given the AI traffic?
Subject 4121, it's definitely nothing.
Let's take a
VATSIM
look here,
related,
guys.
So it's probably something in your multiplayer settings in Flight
It's right here.
or X-Plane.
It's a Sierra.
No worries, break, Ryanair 82 Juliet Kilo, contact director 126.
AJ.
Goodbye.
Director 126, Cessna 825, Ryanair 82 Juliet Kilo, thanks, bye.
All right, see where those the yellow plane is. Somewhere in there I'll park. Anywhere I can find a spot.
Airline 9 Lima Golf is ready for pushback and start. Stand by.
Airline 9 Lima Golf, stand 5, push and start approved.
Push and start approved.
Oh, Benchy's in the house. Back from his job. Benchy guys has been helping me a lot. with our Discord and a bunch of things.
400, just question, are you aircraft type Boeing 777?
Yes, sir. Boeing 777 200 freighter for UPS 400.
UPS 400, I know you requested that stand, but it's not actually suitable for a 777. I could give you stand 152, just opposite, which is more suitable.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you. UPS 400.
UPS 400, roger. If you just turn right onto Lima, it's the first stand on your right.
Right onto Lima, first stand on the right for UPS 400. Thank you, sir. No way to know that. First stand on the right. So we'll turn here and I'll get the taxi diagram out. Is this it right here? Let me take one look here.
Easy 23 Tango X-ray, Gatwick ground, good evening. Continue, Juliet Romeo Lima, stand 48 right.
He said first stand on the right. Can I even turn there though? Let me see. 152. 152. This is it. I can't park next to that guy, so I'll go right in here. 152's over here. I'm going to park a little displaced to the right because I don't trust my wingtip clearance on that guy. We'll just park right in here. Alright, brakes. Come back inside. Do my after landing flow. Brakes apart. Seatbelt sign is off. APU starting up. We can chop the right engine. We'll wait on the start to go. All right, guys, we're going to load it up, shut it all down, load it up, and go on to Amsterdam. I got to wait for the APU to start now. Should be starting up. Not yet. But while we're waiting, I better not call for anything until I get it all shut down. Bob should have started the APU and the taxi in, right, Bob? If you haven't flown with Bob before, guys, he's very quiet. Freestyle parking. Well, not really. I'm in stand 152 where he sent me. Cactus. Kinda. You're right. AJ, thank you, buddy. Thank you. These guys have been following my misadventures on taxiing. They know who I am. Why do you think I don't stream? There's the APU running, so chop to the left one, Bobby boy. All right, let's do after. We'll do these. My flow. Brakes apart. Seatbelt signs on.
Foxtrot Alpha, stand 555, ready for push and start.
And fuel pumps, emergency lights.
X-ray stand 555, push and start approved, face south.
And shutting down.
Push start approved, facing south, easy.
It's flight directors. Let's get rid of the ground. Toggle down on him. them, it, speakers on for the ground operation. Parking brake is set. Thought it was set. Checklist. All right, the parking brake is set. That's the shutdown checklist is complete. Now we'll do the secure checklist. ADARU's off. We usually wait for a bunch of things to happen before we turn the ADARU's off, but we can shut that off. ADARU's off. Emergency lights are off. I already did that. Packs are off. Nope, we're going to leave the packs on. And checklist override. And that's it, guys. So now let's get some stuff on the airplane. Call for the stairs. Let's do this so you can see what I'm doing, right? All right. Chokes are set. We're going to set the chokes. Request ground power. Nah, we don't need ground power. We're going to get right out of here. Air conditioning, APU. Nope, we don't need any of that. Let's get some ground service vehicles going. Let's get all the cargo off here. Arriving. We don't need catering. Forward cargo, request that. Aft cargo, request it. Take off all the stuff coming from Manchester to Gatwick. Stairs will request at 1 left. Arriving soon. Doors. Next page. Disarm the slides. Disarm the slides and open them. I'll just open the left one for the stairs. Guess we better get the fuel truck out here. Menu. FS action. Ground operations. Where be the fuel truck? Service ground operations. I'm looking. Fuel truck. How hard can it be? Let's get the water serviced. No, we don't need lavatory. We'll keep that. It's all good. All right. Let's see what's going on out there. Looks good, right? All right. Let's get set to go to Manchester. Hey, Sky Swoopy, good morning. Yeah, Dave, I want to see that railroad stuff too. Commander Sweeper, nicely said. It's an excellent point. He's saying that he hopes guys, I have my last recurrent training coming up May 24th. Last one ever. I'm not going to fly after retirement. So he's hoping that I don't have to taxi. Finding stands in the simulator. Thanks, Commander. But you're right. All right, guys, you talk amongst yourself. I'm going to try to do some of this sim magic. Get us ready to go. So you can see what we do if you're interested. All right, so they're doing it. We're going to get our flight plan going. We're going to go to sim brief. And I think I already have it in there. But let's come here. Going to close down, disconnect. I'll just minimize this. Saved flights. Now we're going to go Gatwick to Manchester. This one. View. Mm-hmm. 29,000 feet. Flight plan downloads. Prefile on a network. Let's go to VATSIM. Prefile. VATSIM flight plan. There it is. Get that going. A lot of work doing this stuff. Let's go back to SimBrief. View the PDF. Planned fuel, block fuel 44.4. That's my next flight. So, this was my Manchester to Gatwick flight. So I planned for you guys. And this one is my Gatwick to Amsterdam flight and the routing I'm anticipating getting. I don't know. I have 26 left in here for the departure runway. We'll see how that goes. 1940 UTC was my estimated departure. $19.40, a little less than an hour. I should beat that. I'll get out nice and early here. So we'll get everything done, get the flight plan filed, and we'll get out of here and get on the way to Amsterdam. Okay, so the VATSIM is going. I just want to go back to that, the flight plan, and go back to here. A couple of things I want to know. I also want to go to sim debrief. This one, gonna put all these, minimize them all, minimize it, minimize everything, and sim brief downloader, flight plan. Nope, that's the wrong one. So, got to go back to sim brief. It's right over here. Sim brief, view PDF, edit flight, open in charts, flight plan downloads. We're going to go to PMDG. And that's it. Okay, guys, I think I should be able to get it in the box now. Let me find it. Right here. Let me get YouTube back up so I can see your lovely faces. Put this back over here. Move it over here. Got to get all my stuff going. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty new to all this stuff, so you got to kind of bear with me as I do all this nonsense. And let's get this back up. Make sure that everything is centered properly. This, and let's go in here. Okay, EGKK. Let's do this. Get the box loaded. EGKK. Route. EGKK to EH for Holland, right? AM for Amsterdam. See if it's in there. No routes available. All right, so I got to go back to VATSIM, sim debrief, flight plan, save flight plans. This is Gatwick to Amsterdam, view. Pre-file on a network, we did that. Import into charts. Now we already did that. That's good. Okay, so we come down here. Flight plan downloads, pre-file network, we did that. Departure arrival, ATC flight plans. What am I doing wrong here? Everything should be in flight. Use current time. Okay. I'm going to copy this route here. Edit, copy. Generate a flight. That's our departure route, guys, into Amsterdam. There she be. And we did do pre-file on a network. VATSIM pre-file. Flight plan locked by ATC. Why? Okay. You go back in now that I've normally you can go in, right, and flight plan downloader, SimBrief downloader, flight plan. There it is. You guys knew all that, right? Right now the FO's getting the walk around. I'm in here flailing through the pre-flight, getting ready to go. They're deplaning. They're do this right here. Taking all the cargo off. So now just do route request. It's coming up this time. My guys know I'm pretty new to this stuff, so they've watched me progress. They've carried me. I want that there, right? That there, like that. And now, just have to make sure everything looks good over there when I'm done. All right, load. Just thinking about it. Invalid entry. Activate. Execute. Let me see what I got here. That's right. And then we're supposed to be filing for the frame 1 mic. Frame 1 mic. Runway 26 left is what they said. And then I'm going to put in the arrival. Remember, it doesn't load the star. And it's off a red for 1 alpha. Red for 1 alpha. And they're saying runway 6. We shall see about that. Red for 1 alpha. So let's look at our route. Flight number UPS 400. Route copy. Let's get the perf in it loaded. Perf. Accept it. And now I got to put in the 0 fuel weight. 44 575.8. And the fuel is 44.4. All right, what did I do wrong? No, 0 fuel weight. That's not right. That's not right, kids. File, SimBrief. 0 fuel weight is 561. Invalid entry. How can that be? Maybe it's the wrong kind of airplane, guys, on the flight plan. Let's take a look here. Let's do this. UPS 400. All weights in pounds. Edit the flight. I'm just making sure I get the right airplane. Oh, look at that. I guess in my dreams, right? 777 freighter. That's better. Save flight. Let's not do this. Let's generate the flight. Well, machine outsmarted me. Thank God. All right, view PDF file. Now I'll pre-file in a network, guys. Yeah, I filed a 7.4 flight plan. That's probably why they rejected me. Flight plan locked by ATC. Okay. Let's go here. Now my new zero fuel weight. Block fuel is 30.5. 30.5. And distance 249. And the block time is 118. Flight level 290. And zero fuel weight 475.1. Well, that's humbling. 475.1. Do this. And now what do I have to do? I have to go back to SimBrief downloader, don't I? SimBrief downloader. Got to write over that. Oh, you guys probably saw me do all that wrong. Yeah, let me go this, continue. All right. That one's done. We don't need that anymore today, right? SimBrief downloader is complete. We're going to go back to full on this. We're going to bring back our YouTube. And zero fuel weight. Okay, I think I got everything I need off here. 30.5. This 182. Okay, good. And let's go back to the full Monty on that one. There we go.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Yeah, you're too small for my aircraft. Okay, so we got this, fuel. Wait, 2, 5, init, route, takeoff, 5, 25, route. So we got to go legs. If your TPS won't load, guys, usually it's because you haven't put the wind data in. Descent forecast. It locks up the whole system. That's actually accurate. Load. I'm going to put in transition of 7.0 for now, just so it's not defaults into 18. All right, init. Index. Perf. That all looks good now. Reserves are good. Cruise altitude. Let's go. What do we say? 290. Cost index. That's fine. Tourist limit's fine. TO1. Let's go TO1. And you want to do a takeoff data? Let's do that. All right. Here we go. If you insist. So now we're going to go EGKK runway 26 left, TO1, condition dry, wind 300 at 10, show keyboard. We don't have this in the airplane, guys. We have a different data. Yeah, look, kind of just go 310 at 10 is fine. Outside air temperature is 16. QNH 1025. TO1. TO1. I don't want max. Flaps 5. Auto. Calculate. 26 left. Trim 90.9. That says 95 even. That's fine, just like that. Trim is 5.7. We'll put 5.7 in when the time comes. 26 left. 178 V2. No, that's too high. Where's our runway? Our weight here. Runway index list. Takeoff max. Takeoff gross weight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's wrong, guys. So we're not going to use that. See the takeoff gross weight? Normally you can put that in. Select TO1, climb, takeoff, flaps 5, 25. Thrust limit's good. Let's find out why this is not updating. Okay, route's in there. Route's copied. Next page is good. That's all in there. Legs are all good. That's all good. Init route. Takeoff. You know what? Maybe it's because the RUs are not aligned. Let me see. Oh. ADA-RU's off. Got 10 minutes to align. That's why the bugs wouldn't go in. All right. So let's go through the route together. Init. Index. That's what we do every flight, right? 777-200 GEs, so one at a time. Pratt & Whitney's Rolls-Royce, 2 at a time. Right, Freaky? We got a Gatwick in here. GPS position's correct. One guy would hold the flight plan. The other guy would go through the route. Got the arrival, departure in there. Legs, we would go to plan. And we would come down here and just walk through one point at a time on the SID. So let's do that. SID. And we are doing the frame, one mic. Frame, one mic. It's frame, one mic for 26 left. It's going to be 258, 220, max 220, max 220, DT31, big turn. DT31 is 220 as well. At or above 1500, at or above here between 15 and 4, 15 and 32, that's good. At or below 4 here, max 250, that looks good. Acorn at 5, transition altitude is 5, so our first flight level is 6. Is that true? Transition altitude is 6, like London. So Manchester was 5, London, Heathrow, and Gatwick, it's 6, so our first flight level will be 70. Back to the SID. Frame, one mic. Frame, one mic. 26 left. This London Gatwick. Frame, one mic. Jeez. And that's it. So frame 250, what other notes are there? 250 below 10. If you look up here, transition altitude 6. When instructor to contact London Control report the SID, the designator, and the current altitude initial clearance. So we are on the frame, one mic, passing 2,000 for 6,000. That's it. And that's it. So I'm reading out all the notes, guys, and we cross-check them against our database. Once we do that, we can walk it through the flight plan. There's Acorn at 5. And then we check the arrival. We'll do that when we get there. All right, so I would consider the database to all be aligned. Unfortunately, we still have 5 minutes until our IRSs are aligned. So if things aren't working, there's a chance that your IRS is still on aligned. All right, let's find out what our runway heading is here. Runway heading, taxi. I know. So we're going to go off. We're thinking 26 left is what they said. 257 in the window. Wonder if there's anyone left here. 257. And I would say our V2 is going to be somewhere around 156, 158, not 170. Nav is aligning, reading the status page. Let's go get the ATIS.
Nation Fox.
And we're still signed on. Let's make sure we're still signed on to vPilot. And we still connected. I want to see what facilities are left here. Approach 126.85. That was the guy when we came in. Ground is 121.8, 126.85. Clearance delivery.
417 giving way to the Norwegian 737, passing left to right behind on Juliet. Push and start approved. Face to the east.
121.95. ATIS. 136.525. 136.525. That's clearance delivery right there. That's ground. That's tower, which really is approach control. You know what we'll do too? I don't know what good it does, but I've been initializing while we're waiting for the IRUs to align this database here. So we're going to go EGKK EHAM. Estimated time en route was 118. ATC flight is UPS 400. A lot of stuff goes into this, doesn't it? Estimated time of departure, I said 1930. Still on track to make it. 1930. I'm going to go American Airlines in here. All right, that's all updated. That's the ACARs down there. Down there. Squawk is not going to be 7065. So we'll get that ready. That transponder should be off. I will do that. All right, how much time we have? 2 minutes. What else can we do? Let's look at the checklist here. And the initial altitude on the SID, I do believe, was 6,000. But let's cross-check that. I'm sure that's what he's going to give us. And SID, frame 1 mic. Yep, it is 6,000. All right. That Ling at 5, that one at 6. Okay. So that's 6. Runway headings 257, 158. And can't do anything here yet because the IRU's on a line. So let's do the overhead. Get the emergency lights armed. Go right down here. Everything looks good there. Window heat looks good. Hydraulics are off. Seatbelt sign is off. Beacon should have been off. Seatbelt sign, we'll turn that off. We're going to get on. We're going to get going. Cross feeds are closed. Everything here is normal. PFD be set up. We'll get that in just a second when the RUs are aligned. Oxygen is rechecked. Zulu times clocks are set. Hey, I reset these manual before the flight using the clock setting procedures, so the Zulu time is accurate. First time it's been accurate in a while. All right, so the altimeter, we'll get that in a second. And so what's the basic, the engine altitude here, the engine out altitude should be for, I'm ignoring the chat, guys, because I am over my head here. So 200 feet roughly, so 1,000 foot engine out acceleration. Setting that. Thousand-foot engine out acceleration. 1025. Let's get the latest ATIS. toggle up, right?
Type on first contact.
Taxi
Advise
Juliet
on
Papa
initial
Alpha November.
contact.
Hold up
You
3.
have information. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Gatwick information Foxtrot. Time 1850 Zulu. Runway in use 26 left. IELS approach to be expected. Transition level 70 wind 320 at 8. Wind very okay. Temperature 15. Dew point 5. Altimeter 1025. Acknowledge receipt of information Foxtrot and advise aircraft type on first contact. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Foxtrot.
Alright, so next thing we're going to do is get clearance, guys. But before we get clearance, we want to be ready here. Our IRUs are now aligned, so we should be able to finish doing our box. Enter inertial position. Okay, and index. Truth is, we would 154, and you always check page 2. So we got 1500 Excel, thrust reduction, 3000 Excel altitude, 800 engine out. That's good. So one last check through here. Always. It's good. Stab trim, it's saying 4, not 8.5, right? Because we're not in a 7.4. Always fascinating. That's good. Route we checked. That's all good. We checked the legs. So the box is all set. Engine out is set. We're planning on LNAV, VNAV, 6,000. First flight level 70. Checklist, please. Bobby boy. Bob and I are going to run the checklist now.
2028, thank you. Clearances to Kennedy, North
Milwaukee. What we're going to do is reset all the checklists. I'll show you how to do this. Can I do it?
Click the Kennedy Airport.
Reset. Reset all.
Nova 1 X-ray departure.
Normal.
4000, squawk 6461.
Oxygen is checked. Flight instruments, altimeters, 1025. Cross-check the field elevation. Parking brake is set. Normal. Before start, we're not fully ready till we do this. MCP, V2 heading yes. So what we do is come up here, make sure flight directors are on, auto throttles are on, autopilot engaged switch is engaged. V2 is 152, LNAV, VNAV cross checks with the TOGA and the LNAV, VNAV on the PFD. 257 is runway heading auto on the bank, 6,000 the altitude, and MCP is checked. Takeoff speeds, we did that ad nauseum. CDU pre-flight, we did that. Trims 4.5, that's good. Takeoff rate. Okay, Bob, it's going to be my takeoff because I'm hogging both takeoffs. Plus, you haven't flown in ever. And let's take a look at the pushback here before we do anything.
For mic check.
Let's do a new flight. Unload. New flight. It's busy, guys. It is busy. And then this one, select Amsterdam.
Osprey 09 for good evening. Gatwick delivery requesting IFR to Edinburgh with information Foxtrot, stand 18.737 at 900
Parking stands.
Osprey 794, go delivery.
Airport takeoff mens. Here we are. So we're probably going to push back.
4,000 feet, squawk 7272.
Going to have to probably go out the way we came. We'll see. We're going over to 26 left, guys. So it might be clear to push.
Yep, it's the Lamborn 6.
It might be Lima, Quebec.
I received Osprey 04, clear to Edinburgh via the
Juliet, we'll see. We'll see how he gets us out of here.
727.
Let's tell him stand 152.
72.
Yeah, it might be if he tells us to taxi at our discretion. I think I'll go out. Yeah, Lima, Quebec. And Juliet to Zulu, we'll see. Okay, that's that, Bob. And then the LNAV, VNAV departure, we talked about that. We double checked that. Engine out is 1,000 feet. That's set. No engine out procedures. The rest is the same. Okay, let's go to clearance.
Speedbird 28, hold position, contact ground 121.8, have the flight, bye-bye.
So we're going to call clearance and check back in when we're fully ready. Gatwick clearance UPS 400 information Foxtrot at stand 152 777 200 freighter, and altimeter is 1025, request clearance.
UPS 400, Gatwick delivery, good evening. Just say again your aircraft type.
Yes, sir. It's a 777 200 freighter.
UPS 400, thank you. Clearances to Amsterdam, train 1 Mike departure, squawk 6477.
Clear to Amsterdam, Fran 1 Mike departure 6477 for UPS 400.
UPS 400, readback is correct. QNH is 1025, remain with me, report fully ready.
Okay, we'll call fully ready. We'll stay with you, and 1025 on the altimeter for UPS 400. We're not fully ready because we got all sorts of crap hanging out there, right, guys? 6477 on the squawk. You guys see that? 6477. Had a hump in here. TARA 6477. All right, let's get rid of all the ground equipment outside, guys. So if you take a look out here. Yikes, right?
Initial climb, altitude 4,000 feet.
So let's do this.
2160.
Brakes. Menu. Actions. Ground connections.
120, readback is correct. Report fully ready.
I'm going to remove the chalks. Return. Service vehicles. Alright, that's all good. Menu. Ground operations. Okay, menu. Click actions. Ground operations. Dual jetway plugs. Return. Service vehicles. Disconnecting. They're all going? Wow. I don't know what I did to deserve that. But everything appears to be going. Don't know what I did. When it all is closing. Stairs are gone. Everyone's closing up. When they're fully gone and cleared, I'll call them and tell them we're fully ready. But we have to have a tug all hooked up and everything. Yes, let's go back it up here. Now maybe we can go out this way and go out Sierra. We'll see which way he wants to go. He may want us to go that way. That's a little tighter. Lima. I think maybe he'll send us out Sierra. Back it out. Come out here. Go that way. Ought to be an adventure, right?
Subject 3 Alpha Whiskey, Gatwick delivery, good evening. Clearances to Dalaman. Info 1 Mike departure. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Squawk 3372.
Okay, guys. Here we go. I think we're clear. Let's go to the checklist.
1025, remain with me, report fully ready.
Beacon, we don't do that just yet. I want to make sure the doors are closed and armed. They're closed, they're manual. Let's arm them. Arm 1L and 1R. That's it. Logbooks on board. Auto brakes RTO. Engines here. We check the logbook. We check the cockpit door. I'm going to come up here and get my pushback items. Because he's going to have his pushback. And I want to be ready. Beacons are on. And he is doing that. Let's check the display here. Auto brakes RTO. Doors are auto. Passenger signs on. APU's running. 30.4 in the fuel. And our fuel is supposed to be 30.5. That's good enough. Didn't mean to do that. All right. And secondary engine page is corrected. All right, let's see if we can get out of here, right? Let's see what we can do. And make sure we get the squawk set. In fact, we do. And let's go.
Speedbird 120, say again. Speedbird 120, thank you, hold position, contact ground 121.8, bye bye.
And clearance UPS 400 is fully ready at spot 152.
2 stations there, UPS 400, hold position, contact ground 121.8, bye bye.
Hold our position, contact ground 218, UPS 400, bye bye.
Any other station?
Osprey 094, fill ready.
And ground UPS 400, information Foxtrot, altimeter 1025 is fully ready.
UPS 400, hello again, stand 152, push and start approved, face east.
Okay, push and start approved, face east, hello, and UPS 400. All right, he wants us to go nose to left, so let's go this. I should have had the tug hooked up before I called him, right? Actions,
Push start from stand.
push back, standard left, 90 degrees left. Wow, tug hooked up.
Station calling for push and start, call sign only, please.
Osprey 094.
Osprey 094, hello, check squawk 7272.
Tail to our right. Copy that, ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please.
Speedbird 28, taxi Kilo November Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Brakes released.
Taxi by Kilo November Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2, speedbird 28.
Here we go. We're going to assume we're clear to start, guys, on the push.
Here we go.
Speedbird 120, Gatwick ground, good evening, stand 135.
Left side.
Start approved, face east.
Left side. One at a time because they're GEs. Pratt & Whitney's Rolls-Royce, both at a time. Finally, got it through my head, Freaky D. Yeah, guys, I keep referring to Freaky D.
904, thank you, stand 18.
Let's see, just had a captain last week say thanks for choosing US Airways. American, laugh out loud. Habits are hard to break. Yes, it is. It is. Dave, I did enter AA in the thing. You're right. AJ, you're just going to file right behind me. Yeah, okay, well, Bob is a shadow of his former self. Yeah, Bob, he's a really nice guy, though. He's really quiet. Yeah, anyway, you guys rock. All right, left engine is started, right engine starting. Making progress, guys. I'm getting my flaps and stuff out.
Subject 3 Alpha Whiskey, good evening to you. Stand 569.
Facing east, like he asked us to do.
Push back complete. Parking brake set. Brake set.
Clear to disconnect.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the slip. Release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Well, he got out of there fast, didn't he? All right. Tug is gone. We're done with him. So I'll be on, parking brake is off again.
Speedbird 28, contact Gatwick Director 126.825. Goodbye.
Gatwick Director 126.825, speedbird 28. Have a good night.
You too.
Ah, AJ's flying with me. Speedbird 120. Awesome. Awesome. Keep me out of trouble, buddy. All right, let's go. Flaps 5, please, Bob. Sometimes with Bob, you just have to, you know he heard you. He just doesn't answer you. Checklist. Oh, anti-ice for above 10 degrees. Recall. I don't know why we have an auto throttle disconnect, guys. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know why that was on like that. That shouldn't have toga. Yes, that was fun. Recall flight controls. We got to get outside and check. They're working again. Thanks for not mentioning it. Ground equipment is all clear. And let's go to normal. Flaps for 5. All right, now takeoff climb. We're ready for the taxi. Let's go take a look at our taxi diagram. Probably going to be Lima. It's probably going to be, maybe it's Romeo. We'll see. Let's move it over here. Whoa. That didn't work out. Move it over here. Okay, here we go. Ready? And ground UPS 400 off stand 152 is ready for taxi.
UPS 400 taxi Lima Papa Alpha November hold Alpha 3.
Lima Papa Alpha November hold Papa 3 for UPS 400.
UPS 400, it could have just been the mic cutting out there, but it's hold at Alpha 3.
No, it's not the mic, it's my brain, sir. Lima Papa Alpha November hold at Alpha 3 for UPS 400.
No worries.
Okay, guys.
Hello,
so,
vacated.
Lima. Let's get this over here where you can see it.
048 Gatwick ground, good evening to you. Taxi Juliet Romeo, hold short Lima, expect stand 554.
Lima Papa.
Taxi Juliet Romeo, hold short Lima, expect stand 554, EC048.
Lima? How are we going to get over to Papa? Lima Papa Alpha November, is that a bridge? Let me see something here. Oh yeah. Wow, cool. You go under a bridge. Lima Papa Alpha November.
We're ready for taxi.
Lima
Osprey 094, first right
Papa.
mic, hold mic 1.
First right mic, hold mic 1 for Osprey 094.
I know it's painful, guys. Alpha November. Lima Papa Alpha November hold at Alpha 3 right down near the end. Lima Papa Alpha. All right, guys, here we go. Clear left, clear right. Let's get out of here. Very cool. Under the bridge. Yeah, I've never flown out of here this way, so.
From Jet 3 Alpha Whiskey, taxi ahead on Quebec Alpha, hold short Lima. Osprey 094, contact Gatwick Director 1.
All right, so
126, decimal 85 for Osprey 094.
Papa is the first right after we cross under the bridge. Papa Alpha
Speed
November.
120, taxi ahead on Kilo, hold short Papa initial.
There's AJ. AJ's speedboard 120. Lima Papa Alpha November, hold short of Alpha 3. All right, takeoff data and bugs. All right, sir, we came in 1,000 below our plan. Weights are checked. Winds, we have a headwind. It's 320 at 8. A little bit of a right cross, about 5 knots. And temperature, we're max power takeoff. Temperature's 15, and we're at 15, so winds and temperature check. Takeoff data and bugs. Let's check. Runway 26 left. Check runway 26 left. MCP and radios. Okay, 155 LNAV, DNAV, 6,000,
transition
transition out to 6. 257 is runway heading, check, runway 26 left. And he says check, runway 26 left. Stab trim, should be 4.5. Set 4.5. All right, this should be Papa. Papa. That Virgin looks awful close, doesn't it? All right, 10 knots is a good cornering speed on the 90-degree turn. We're at 14. We'll be okay. If it was wet, you'd really want to be down below 10.
120, Roger, giving way to the UPS at 777, taxiing left to right on Papa. You can continue. Kilo, Papa, Alpha November, hold Alpha 3.
All right, we're on Papa now. Alpha November is our pretty much.
048, you can continue taxi. Lima, Quebec Alpha, stand 554.
Let's put it over here.
Lima, Quebec,
where I can
Alpha,
see it.
554. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and stay on the taxiway just to say we did it.
Tommy at 3 Alpha Whiskey, giving way to the British Airways 320, exiting Kilo from your right. Continue taxi. Papa Alpha November, hold Alpha 3.
You guys talking about my toga?
Okay, giving way to the British Airways traffic from the right. Continue Papa Alpha November.
Papa 1. Alpha Sierra. Alpha November.
And Speedbird 120, amendment to your taxi instructions just to help Gatwick Direct with Wake Vortex. You can continue Papa Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Papa Alpha Sierra and hold Alpha 2 for Speedbird 120.
Here's Alpha November. And hold short of Alpha 3, which is coming up. Okay, flight attendants, we don't have any. Prepare for takeoff, please. Guys, I'm going to get the lights on now. You don't usually do it till you're clear for takeoff, but I get all sorts of issues.
UPS 400, contact Gatwick Director 126.825. Goodbye.
126.825. Goodbye, sir. UPS 400. Oh, hold at Alpha 3. And this is Alpha 3.
Speedbird 120, contact Gatwick Director 126.825. Goodbye.
Fly heading 325.
Heading 325.
And Director UPS 400 holding at Alpha 3.
UPS 400, Gatwick Hello again, Roger, hold at Alpha 1.
Hold at Alpha 1, UPS 400. Is this Alpha 1? Yeah, this is Alpha 1.
Third 120, Gatwick, Roger. Speedbird 101, speed 180 knots.
Nope, it's not.
KLM 143, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
No, it's Alpha 1.
Descent 3,000, KLM 143.
Easy 8671, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, the Gatwick QNH is 1025.
Holding. Doesn't say, it says Whiskey 1 here, Mike, so I guess Alpha 1's the line.
And good evening, Skyways 507 with you, type Boeing 738, descending through flight level 90 for 4,000.
Skyways 507, correction, Gatwick Director, hello, it's...
Alpha 1, that's Alpha 3, Alpha 1. Okay, we're good.
Descend flight level 80.
Down to flight level 80 for Skyways 507.
KLM 143, turn left, heading 280 degrees, cleared ILS approach, 26 left.
Turn left 280, cleared ILS 26 left, KLM 143.
Easy 8671, speed 200.
200.
Easy 8671, turn right, heading 010 degrees.
Right heading 010 degrees, easy 8671.
VBird 234, fly heading 350 degrees.
Heading 350, VBird 234.
Osprey 094, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 130.
Oh, Freaky's here.
Osprey 04 passing 3,600.
Hey, buddy.
Climb now 130.
UPS 400, 26 left, clear for takeoff, the wind 320 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, UPS 400. All right, here we go.
Good evening, subject for Whiskey.
You guys might not have heard that, did you?
Subject
Yeah, we're clear for takeoff, guys. I had us clicked on the V pilot, so you might not have heard that. Sorry. We are clear for takeoff. This is runway 26 left. Via LNAV, VNAV departure.
KLM 143, speed 160 knots.
Lights are on, everything's done.
Speed 160 to 40 me, KLM 143.
You could start the clocks if you wanted. Not really important.
Easy 8671, speed 180 knots.
You don't want to get the power up until you're going straight.
Got
to give the center. Got to get the center gear time to align, right?
On runway 26 left.
Toga, Freaky. Toga in chat, Freaky. Right? You told me to say that. Here we go. Let's get on the runway center line just to say we did it.
Easy 8671, turn left, heading 290 degrees.
Yeah, short takeoff roll. I didn't reduce the thrust at all.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up.
34, descent to altitude of 5,000 feet. QNH is 102.
5,000 feet, so below QNH 105.
Skyways 507, descent to flight level 70, speed 220 knots.
70, speed 220 knots.
Looking for climb power at 1500, which is 1700. There it is. Clean up at 3,200 feet.
VBird 234, speed 200.
It's always hard to hear.
Speed 200, VBird 234.
Speedbird 19, Whiskey November, flying heading 325.
Fly heading 325.
Here we go, cleaning it up.
UPS 400, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 130.
UPS 400 on the climbing to flight level 130, sir, and we're passing 4,000.
Boat brakes, speed 120, 26 left, clear for takeoff, run 320 8 knots. Speedbird 234, descent to altitude of 4,000 feet.
You said climb now.
Speedbird 234, A-phone 4,000.
4,000 feet from VBird 234.
I gotta get the altitude. You say again the altitude for UPS 400, sir?
UPS 400, it's climb flight level 130.
Flight level 130, UPS 400, thank you.
Subject 3 Alpha Whiskey, Holding Alpha.
And that's, he means now. So I deleted all the altitude restriction. After takeoff climb checklist is complete.
Osprey 094, there's no further ATC, continue with 9.12 left. KLM 143, 26 left, clear for 123, 203.
It's hard to hear, but if I go here,
Quick line, runway 26 left, KLM 143.
you guys can't hear them. You probably can't hear that, right? Can you hear that?
Speed
160 knots, maintain.
Can't hear it, right?
Until 4 DME. VBIT 101.
So I can't do that.
Correction, EGKK 671, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 DME.
That's a pure and two.
2 altitude 3,000 feet.
I'm gonna get altimeters standard out of 6. See, that's because it doesn't know what the transition altitude is. All right, there's 7 standard. Maybe I can set it in here.
Spirit 120, thank you. Climb Alpha level 130.
Should be standard.
Spirit 19 Whiskey November, descent to altitude of 5,000 feet. The QNH is 1025.
Way around that, guys, is to
So it's 507, turn left, heading 065.
Turn left 065, Sky is 507.
I could set 1013 up out of 10. They're sterilized. Desterilized.
Taxi on 08 left, hold short Romeo, KLM 143.
Speedbird 19 Whiskey November, turn right,
You see how you should be able to go standard. Try it over here. Thanks a lot for all your help. 122.8 from UPS 400 here. All right, guys. Leveling at 13, but our final altitude requested was 19, so let's go up to 19. We're on Unicom now, so we're just going to fly the SID. 122.8. You take a look here. We'll wait for London or somebody to contact us. See how it goes. Got all the cargoes on our way to Amsterdam. Yeah, KLM's coming through clear and the controller was faint. Yep. Bagels. 18 for 19. There it is. Now it's standard. So on descent, you can set the transition level at the proper transition level by going to VNAV, right? And I'm going to go to 190. Actually, we'll go all the way to 290. Let's go on up. 290. But there's no way to set transition altitude here. See, here's a transition. You can set it on the descent there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the radios, guys. Let me show you what I have on my, for those of you familiar, on my VATSIM settings. Maybe that's it. London control. No, that's not it. That was 1755 Zulu. That was 2 hours ago. Settings. Audio. Output volume, mic volume. Maybe the output volume higher? I don't know. Disable, no, realistic audio effects. I don't want that. That's that. And on here, on VATSIM, on the airplane, controls, sounds. Try to get the cockpit down as low as possible. Engines, voice. What is this? Increase voice over headset volume. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Environment. I don't know. Yeah, it's really odd. They should be, you know, to increase your output volume. Yes, output. Thank you, buddy. Output volume. Output volume. Output volume. That's this one. Audio output volume. Okay, let's try that. All right, I'm looking for messages for contact some center somewhere. Not happening yet. All right, thank you guys. Please correct weather setting errors or cancel. Okay. No,
Father
cancel.
time, speedbird 120, how's it now?
Yeah, I don't know just yet. Cockpit's still pretty loud in here, but turn my headset down. It's hard for me to know without talking to ATC. They were just really faint.
Copy, we'll see how.
Wow, just a little bit of flashing there. Thought my sim was going to crash. All right, so all I'm doing, guys, I guess I'm sitting here waiting for them to contact me. I wonder, let's go over to VATSPY. Let's be nosy. Let's go into Amsterdam. Manchester. It looks like they have ground, departure, ATIS. So we'll get a little coverage there. Okay, that's cool. Let's get back to this stuff. You can turn down the volume in Windows audio mixer for the sim, as I guess vPilot is a separate program not enabled. Love the sign. Tyler J. Abley, my son is on. Hey, buddy. Thanks, man. Father time. Yeah, Commander Sweeper, you've already been helping me, buddy. All you guys have. Not you, Tyler. You haven't helped me at all. All right, guys, so we're just going to fly on over to Amsterdam. Let's get ready. Let's start briefing it up. Our Zulu time right now, it's 19:52. And it's talking about landing at 20:24. So that's only 32 minutes we're touching down. So it's time, baby. It's time to brief the arrival. The arrival that we have in is Redfin. How do we do this? How do we do that? And Redfin 1 Alpha. And we don't have the ATIS yet, so let's get the ATIS in for Amsterdam. ATIS for EHAM 32975. 32. Listen up.
Main departing runway 36 left. Transition level 40. Wind 320 at 7. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 1,700. Temperature 10. Dew point 7. Altimeter 1024. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NAD-TWO procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information Juliet advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet. This is Schigel arrival information Juliet. Main landing runway 36 right. Main departing runway 36 left. Transition level 40. Wind 320 at 7. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 1,700. Temperature 10. Dew point 7. Altimeter 1024. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise knowledge information Juliet.
Alright guys, information Juliet. They are landing on 36 right, which is not what I planned on. So let's go in here, get all these where you can see them before anyone contacts us. I'm checking, keep an eye on it. London Center, please contact me. London Center, 27-1. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Star and approach 36 right, and we need to go to flight Hamburg, Amsterdam. ILS 36 right. ILS 36 right. Pin 36 right. Let's take a look at that. And the star is the Redfin 1 Alpha. This one. All right, let's get this over here. Go to legs. We're going over Redfa, at or below 23. That says at or below 23.
Gatwick delivery right now.
Sulet.
Delta, requesting radio check, please.
Sulet and Sugal at max 250.
Delta, Gatwick delivery, good evening. Midwest 5.
Redfin,
awesome.
That'll work. We don't have to put anything in.
Right,
that one's
now,
good.
5-6 Delta. I'll put it in Texas.
ILS 36 right. Let's put in category C 217 DH.
Squawk 0222.
Ryanair 56 Delta, cleared to EIDW Dublin, Lamb 6 Mikey departure, squawk 20.
Right down here, guys.
QNH 1025.
Ryanair 56 Delta, feedback is correct. Report fully ready.
Report when I'm ready. Ryanair 56 Delta, thank you.
Putting in the DA 216. Ought to be fun finding parking from there.
Delivery, good evening. Thomas Cook 12 Fox Charlie, we're 321.
216.
21 Golf 1025 PDC.
217.
Thomas Cook 12 Foxtrot
217.
Charlie, hold position.
ILS. That's for Amsterdam. ILS 36 right. No transition. 111.95.002. 111.95.002. Check the approach legs. You've got a Nuco coming in at 2,000, AMN 36 at or above 2,000, AMS 635. Going down. Missed approach is in the box. 002 basically straight ahead. 002 track to 1500 AML. So 2000 is going to go in the window. And min sector is 2300. Transition level was 040. So we got to go VNAV. Come into descent. Forecast 040. Wish you could do that on the climb out. Right? And auto brakes 3. We'll come in here, we're going to use flaps 40, which Eli says, Jesus loves all. Not all of us believe in Jesus there, buddy. You know, but I happen to be. But I don't know. Let's keep the religious stuff off here, brother. Just in case it offends anyone, okay? Doesn't offend me, but it makes me nervous because there are other people here that have different religions or no religions. So kind of don't do that here, brother. Guru, pretty sure you heard is the P3D ATIS. Thank you. Guru, it's drastically different. He has muted it. If I recall, isn't the cargo at EHAM on the right side of runway 32? Well, I'll show you where it is. Actually, how's this? Runway 36 right. Yeah, the cargo is over here. 36 right. I don't know how the heck we're going to get there. Probably clear here, left, somehow get all the way down into this area. That's where the cargo is. So 36 right. I expect the left-hand turn off, and somewhere we'll make a big left-hand turn onto one of these taxiways. Let's take a look at that on the approaches. So we're landing 36 right. Probably clear at Echo 2. Somehow make a tough turn onto Alpha Bravo. Bravo, that's not going to work. Might be better off doing like an Echo 4 for this airplane. And come all the way down on, looks like Sierra or Alpha down this way over into the Sierra parking thing. We'll have to cross runway 6 to get there. All right, enough of that. Just want to get the live stream back up there. Good. All right. All right. Still don't have any messages here, right? That's an old one. All right. Approach is brief. The arrival is brief. Reset MCP. You know, there is no controller here, so we'll set in our bottom altitude. Flight level 2-3 or below. So let's just go VNAV. Set in like this path, 6,000 for now. We're in path. Where is our descent? Let's go look it out. Red for at or below 23, so yeah, we gotta get down on the arrival here. We'll just do this, guys. Red for at or below 23, and we'll get radar vectors somewhere in here. I'm looking over at approach departure. Approach is 121.2. 121.2. We're not getting any calls from Amsterdam approach. 121.2. So we kind of have to do it on our own here. I'm going to go in here.
For departure, Ryanair 139 Alpha.
104, information hotel 320, connection
Air India 497 identified, climb flight level 130.
Easy 87 Mike Kilo,
Climbing flight level 130 in India 497.
Alright guys, let's see if I can get the real ATIS. Someone told me that's probably...
just double check on that ATIS.
Contact. You have information. Kilo.
X06 Alpha Tango behind the departing...
This is Shigel arrival information Kilo. Main landing runway 36 right. Main departing runway 36 left. Transition level 40. Wind 310 at 5. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 1,700. Temperature 9er. 2.7. Altimeter 1024. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NAV flow procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information
No
to
further
ADIS
ATC
on initial
Unicom.
contact.
Good evening, Air India
You have
497.
information. Kilo.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not getting the ATIS yet.
This is Shigel arrival information Kilo. Main landing runway 36 right. Main departing runway 36 left. Transition level 40. Wind 310 at 5. Visibility 10 kilometers
So far we're not
or
getting
more.
it.
Few clouds at 1,700. Temperature 9er, 2.7. Altimeter 1024. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NAD tow procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information Kilo advise on initial contact. You have information. Kilo.
Oscar Lima, India 420 identified, climb flight level 136.
Okay, thank you. That is the correct information. Information
Climb flight
Kilo.
level 130, Oscar Lima, India 420.
All right, 1025.
Taxi 6 Alpha 06 Alpha Tango, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff, wind 3105 knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36 left, taxi 06.
That's right, we're all one religion here. Just like to keep that stuff to a minimum, guys. That and politics, you know, why bother? All right, so I know I have an approach freak for Amsterdam, a 121.2 and tower. They don't have a tower open, and they don't have they have a ground open, 121.8. So approach may be handling. So I'm going to go 121.8. 121.2's approach, information Kilo. I'll try him. Make sure I'm on the right freak. Amsterdam approach, UPS 400, passing flight level 200 on the Redfa 1 Alpha.
UPS 400, unfortunately I'm going offline shortly, so Unicom 122.8, enjoy your landing in Amsterdam.
Okay, man. Thanks a lot. See you. Thanks. Thank you.
Seabird 8008.
All right, so guys, it's a Unicom landing. We tried, right? On 22.8. Story of the day. On 22.8. And let's see if they got a ground over here. Hamburg ground 121.8. So that one we got. All right, let's get the lights on out of 18. Let's do a descent checklist. And we'll just report final for runway 36 right. That's all we'll do. All right, so descent checklist. We'll recall. It's recalled. Notes no, auto brakes 3, landing data is checked, approach brief we made it, so descent check's complete. We're looking on the altimeters. That's out of 4,000. Yep, that's our transition. Out of 18, how many miles are we actually from the field, right? So let's look here since we're on our own now, right? EGAM. No. EHAM. We're 71 miles out. We're good. A flight plan of not unloaded. Okay, that's all good. All right, guys, a lot of work. You know? It's a lot of work. So, it's fun, though. Oh, you notice, I wasn't even going to mention it. I know, Freaky. Thanks, Commander. I don't, AJ, you're right. It is, Frankie. It's archaic. I've spent a lot of time. Northwood. Yeah, I know, Freaky. I did program the hat switch. You were going to teach me how to get my frames per second up. I'm going to go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think, when this plane makes it over there. If you do a fuel cut like that, which would be almost impossible to do, yeah, put it right back up. It'll auto start. That's it, guys. I don't know. I've never done it. I did have a captain once shut off the MD-11 #2 engine with the FAA in the jump seat, showing him how you could look at the map and see the cross speed work, and he shut the fuel cut off instead. Captain, you worked with Warren Vandenberg. He was check airman AA. Yeah, Warren Vandenberg was the AAMP, Advanced Aircraft Maneuvering Program guru back in the day. I worked with him, yes. I went to his class. He wouldn't know me from Adam. Why, do you know him? Try A and shift A. No, I don't like that, Freaky. Oh no. How do I get back to? There we go. I just have to get used to it. Yeah, thanks, AJ. Send me that video. I'm zoomed in too much. Oh, okay. Let's talk after this. Yeah, that AMP is a very controversial course, Emmanuel. They taught us back then to use a lot of rudder, which you should not do in a transport category aircraft. That AMP course did that largely, and if you remember Flight 587, that was cited as a contributing factor, slow to 250, contributing factor to the accident, because contributing factor to the accident because the FO put in a lot of rudder and it sheared the tail and the engine off. So yeah, that was great for fighters and trainers, which I flew. You know, trainers, you kick in bottom rudder and pull, but you got to watch the asymmetric trees. Transport category, you can start pulling off panels and engines and tail. So that was the problem with that course. All right, guys, let's just go down to a downwind. We're in VATSIM now, and let's see how far we are from the field. We are just on common. We're 52 miles out of 10, so we're good. Let's take a look out here and decide how we want to approach this, since we're not going to get any help. Okay, there's the runway 36 right. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go direct to, actually, I'll tell you what. Let me do this. I'm going to put in that approach again, right? Departures, arrivals. 36 right. I'm going to put in Karoff like that. And now I'm going to come into legs, direct Karoff, and go there. And if you look on the approach, it's, where is Karoff on this? Now let's go 36 right. Yeah, Karoff's great. Straight in approach from there. That's great. Karoff says we should be at 43. Let's put that in at 4. And we'll go down to 4. And we'll fly it on in. You know, last trip we did, last one we did an ILS. You want to do, should we do an RNAV approach? Is there an RNAV to 36 right? Let me see something here. That would be fun, right? RNAV approach 36 right. RNAV RMP, let's see that. 36 right. Yeah, let's do RNAV RMP. We haven't done one because since last trip we did that. I'll see if it's in here. Sometimes it isn't. RNAV 36 right. Yeah, let's do that, guys. Still Karoff. Yeah, let's do that. Since we haven't done that, all right? We'll go down to 4 and cruise on in, do the RNAV, RNP. This in, we gotta show you how to do that. NewCo at 2000 and took that 36. That's good. We can do that. Ah, that ain't good, baby. And then category 1C is 243 on the bottom. 243. Let's just put 243 in here. And we'll fly the RNAV RNP to a landing at 36 right. And we'll try to find our way over to parking. Yeah, Freaky D, you know this stuff inside and out. I'm new to this flight sim. It's not as easy as it looks for me. So I'm in the process of trying to get my act together with that. Fly the real airplane though. Shut down a lot of engines in the sim though. All right, so RNAV, RNP, guys. We have to do a couple other things in the box if we're going to do that. Came into play around like 12, 13, maybe 15 years ago. We got to go to Prague 4. Prague 4, we got to put in 125 for here. 125 for the RNP. Then we go to RNAV, RNP, and see what the RNP is on this thing. Climb to 3000, and also look, this is a glide slope. We got to look for a glide slope on there too. If it's not depicted, and we have to. Then it's at 0.3, and this one is a 0.3, 0.3 RNP. Okay, so we leave that in there. 0.3 RNP. Get it set for the taxi in. We'll try to find some place to park, right? So you put in the actual RNP, and I could put in 0.3 just to show you how to do it. If it was we can go all the way down to 0.11, you put that in like that. We'd also check the legs, make sure you have a glide slope 3 degrees, make sure that the last point is at the runway. When we pass the FAF NewCo of AMN 636, we can put in 300 feet below it, 300 feet below the missed approach altitude, we can put in the missed approach altitude. LNAV, VNAV all the way down in path. I'll show you that. No one's out here. Let me see if anyone's on. Tower. Nope. They all went home. All went home. What time is it anyway? Guess I should have started earlier. Yeah. Oh well, we're getting it done, right? Try to find a way over to cargo. Yeah, Freaky, I'm going to have to do a phone call with you, buddy, and walk me through it. I will review the chat, and I'll try to figure it out from there. Are you getting tired of watching me shut engines down? Is that it? Be honest. It's kind of entertaining. You know, I did get the engine thing, right? So GEs, you start one at a time. Pratt & Whitney's and Rolls-Royce, you can start both at the same time. Finally got that down. I finally got my flight controls working. I got my flaps out for takeoff. I even started the engines before taxi. And you tell me there isn't progress, right? And I've got the sign. It's progress, baby. All right, so now we're clear. Well, when we get down here, I'll get it set up in VNAV, the path and everything. And what I'll do is I'll get it and I'll just get us all set for the whole thing. Cruise altitude. Remember, we're going to have to transition the altitude when we descend below it. And now, if I go 4,000 Look at this, 326. What is that all about, right? Let's go 240, 4,000. I can hit VNAV.
Correction on a 5 mile
Hey, Grand Sleeper. I'm going to tell him you said that. I'm trying to get him to go on my retirement flight, Blancolorio, in September with my wife. He said to get back to him later, which probably means he didn't like flying with me, but or maybe he thinks I'm trying to cut into his business, because I thought he could document it. I got my FO flying. I had another guy I hadn't been asked yet, but he could document it, put it on his channel, and we would get much bigger in a hurry. I'm not so sure he wants to do that. I think he likes Father Time right where he is, sitting on the bottom. But I'm so new to it, but he's a good guy. I wish I could fly with him again. He's really interesting to fly with because of a lot of things, but primarily the YouTube stuff. All right, let's say that they came on right now, since there's still no approach or tower run, and said, UPS 400, you are cleared for the maintain 4,000. You are until established. You are cleared for the RNAV to runway 36 right. We repeat that. And so once you cleared the RNAV, our barrow is 243. You can go in here, and you're going to do 2 buttons, 2 windows. So there's 2 buttons, VNAV, LNAV, 2 windows. You can put in, push this, speed intervene, right? And then dial down the altitude all the way down to 243, 250. That's all you can get. And this thing will LNAV and VNAV it. You just got to help it a lot by getting flaps and things out. It can't make the turns. And so see how we're in path. I'm going to hit it one more time. If you want to get into path, the easiest way to do it is put slats out. And you do not want to be fast on these things. So I'll bring the speed back a little. Kind of weird not talking to anyone, huh? Hamburg traffic, final 36 right. So, yeah, I should be making common calls. And we can put in data here, right? And then when we go there, the altitudes pop up on the nav display. Down to 220. Once again, let's check our speed one more time. 30, that's 143.
Amsterdam traffic, scanning into Mike Papa, 7 miles, final runway 36 right.
Somebody's out here, but I don't know where they are. Traffic. See how it does. Kind of a tough turn for it right here, but it'll make it. Let's go slow it down a little more for the turn. A little more flaps. And help it out in the turn. You do know there's flap speeds here, right? For max flap, that was 245. Below 230, flaps 15, you go. Kind of a funny thing, we're at 4,000, which the transition level is 040, means when we descend out of 4, we're going to have to get the altimeters. You know, that's going to be kind of a lot for the machine. We'll give it a shot. I think what I'll do is I'm going to set it now, guys. We're kind of on a VFR approach anyway, right? It'll figure it out from here, guys. All right, it's going to start the turn. We'll get the speed back a little more, just so it has a fighting chance to make the turn nice. See, that turn radius is a lot better now. And I'll drop flaps to 15, tighten the turn up, just give us plenty of ability to turn. And if you look at Prague, we are 18 miles out. In Amsterdam, traffic, UPS 400 is joining final, 36 right, 16 miles out.
Skipper traffic speedbird 58 uniform, taxiing via the Gulf apron to holding point runway 36 center for backtrack traffic, advise Skipper.
Give some gear to help it down. It's a little bit high on the approach. It's correcting down nicely. You can see the, we're about 400 feet high, but closing, it's in speed because it's not captured yet. And when it gets to path, it'll capture it. When it gets right on the course, it'll capture it. Just got plenty of drag out. And there's path. So now it will maintain it all the way down. Got some gear out, got flaps 20, plenty of drag for it to follow it. Now it's going below. It says it's in path. It says it knows where it is, but it's going below it. Looks like it's figuring it out. Airplane's much smoother than this, guys. Up to 25. Yeah, it's fine in it. As long as it stays in path and it's hunting after it, that's all good. All right, guys, let's talk one more time about
traffic. Lift Scandinavian to Mike Papa, runway 36 right vacated.
One more time about the after landing. We're on 36 right. We're going to turn left at probably Echo. Let's go Echo 4. It's not as big a turn. Then we'll wiggle our way down around here and try to get over to cargo parking. Who knows? Who knows? All right, how far are we from landing? We are 9 miles out, 160 knots, looking good. All right, how about before landing checklists? Altimeters, 1024 is close enough. They checked. Checklist, before landing checklist, speed brake. Armed. Brakes are 3. Before landing checklist is complete. We're clear to land. I don't see any other traffic out here. Back it up a bit. I like to be able to look right down the glare shield like that for auto lands. For lands with low visibility approaches, when you brake out, you should be able to look right down to find the lights. Okay, once we get inside the FAF and we're more than 2,300 feet below the missed approach altitude, which is at 2,000, so 1,700, we'll be able to set in the missed approach altitude, which is already set. Now, let's see, so 1,700, we're not 300 feet below. When we get to 1,700, we will be. You have to be 300 feet below the missed approach altitude to set it in. Otherwise, the airplane will chase it. Not a big deal. We're VFR now, but in the weather, it will be a problem.
Amsterdam traffic, speedbird 120, Airbus A320 joining the local access for runway 36 right Amsterdam.
Schiphol traffic, speedbird 58 uniform crossing 36 center via Whiskey 5, connecting Whiskey 13.
Autopilot's coming off. Always exciting with Father Time. Always exciting, right, Freaky? Commander? We're hand flying. Yeah, the RNAVs do a pretty darn good job. Look at that DH. I mean, the ILS DH was 217 on a Cat 1, and we're at 243. That's why I'm surprised the RNP wasn't a little lower. Maybe I didn't find it. Usually if the DH is that low, the RNP is down around 0.11 or 0.17. Stable. Tyler, you still on? My son. You still on, buddy?
Traffic, that's 178, approaching landing point Victor 4, and we 3 seats left for departure.
No, Freaky, it's being delivered like right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone 9 out of the next 11 days, so I might not install it till I get back. All right, the path confirms with the VASIs, white, red over white.
500.
I wonder if we can go right to get over to cargo. We'll figure it out.
Minimums. Minimums. $100.
A little long.
FedEx 178, correction schedule traffic, FedEx 178, and we 3 seats left, taking off.
Now, you know what happened, guys? I'm going to tell you a secret. I bought this Amsterdam package today, and I tried to fly around there. And every time I would beam there, put myself in Amsterdam, it would crash. So that was a nice visual I bought. Every time I did it, it would crash. So that was obviously a grease job. Yeah. So anyway, Toga. No, it every time, yeah, when I would go, no matter which gate I went to, it would crash. So anyway, I was hoping, I meant to mention that. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. So obviously there's a problem with the package I bought. It wasn't cheap either. I did it for you guys. But anyway, that was fun. I'm sorry. Yeah, AJ, I touched down, a grease job, I might say, and the airplane crashed. My sim crashed, and that was happening when I bought I went over to Amsterdam to get acquainted with it today, but I couldn't get there because every time I beamed there, it would crash. So I need to go to settings and disable crash detection. All right, let's do that right now. I'll do that when it often mistriggers. All right, buddy. Well, Bella showed. All right. Rest in peace, Catholic. Thanks, buddy. What was that, Sven? I don't have crash disabled. I don't. And every time that I touch down at Amsterdam or try to put myself at a gate, it crashes. So it's a problem with the software. But as Guru told me, who's helped me a lot too, I need to disable crash detection if I want to go there. I know. All right, guys. As usual, you took good care of me. I'm sorry they had to end that way. Time to go be a husband. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was looking forward to taxiing in and triumphantly parking at the cargo ramp, but it's not going to happen today. So you guys, thanks again. Yeah, stuff like that happens in Microsoft Flight. Sometimes you hit invisible walls and seams. Jacob, thanks, buddy. Awesome job. Fun all the same. Yeah, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. This flight sim stuff, guys, if you haven't flown with me, I'm new to it. Old airline pilot, and I retire soon, but I'm loving this stuff. I'm here to stay. And the thing I like most about it is the community. I used to watch Warzone videos and play it because of my kids, and I enjoyed it. It was not very good. For an old guy, it was pretty good. But when you go on their videos to watch, it is toxic. The chat is toxic, and it's like they're ridiculous, generally speaking. So the flight sim, everyone helps you. I have a Discord, by the way, if you want to join. I'm trying to get used to that. Benchy's helped me with that. But guys, I really appreciate you. I do. Thanks for taking such good care of me. I hope I take good care of you guys too. Commander Sweeper, I'm going to do that depressurization thing when I'm done with all my training and everything, where I lose an engine, guys, from going San Francisco to Hawaii. And but it's structural. It's like when Hawaii's lid came off, and I'm going to simulate it with gear down and speed brakes and an engine out. And can we make it to Hawaii with that? How that affects your drift down? We don't have any data on it. Sort of like Sully landing in the river, or the Sioux City, Iowa, DC-10. We don't train for that stuff. Swiss Air 11 comes to mind. We just don't train for that. So it's fun. So Commander Sweeper, I've already got a package made up on a Word product for that particular thing. I won't get to it tomorrow, but I will get to it when I get home from all my training. It's going to be fun. Anyway, guys, AJ, I'm sorry, buddy. I was looking forward to taxiing with you and being done. Thanks, Cactus. You guys warms my heart, man. I'm really enjoying it. And by the way, I laugh at my wife. My wife is fully in support of this. As long as I get my chores done and, I don't take myself too seriously, which right? I do tell her when I mess up. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Last training ever, 36 years with the airline, 7 years in the Air Force. I don't know how many check rides I've had. I always did well in them, but they make you nervous. I've never felt more confident than this trip, this training, because of this. I'm flying engine outs. I'm flying non-ILSs, Cat 3s, all sorts of systems malfunctions, depressurizations, drift downs, all the things we do in the simulator. I'm doing them for real. I'm doing them in the simulator rather. And I only wish I had started earlier. I would have been less nervous going in. But it's something about you can study all you want about an engine out, but you go in the sim and you got to do it. Your pacing's off, and so you're nervous. I feel great going in. I feel like I could absolutely teach it, and it's thanks to working with you guys. I hope I don't shut down any engines inadvertently, and I hope I remember my flaps and and to start engines, stuff like that. Yeah, thanks, buddy. All right, guys. So I'm going to take off, and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks again. Yeah, AJ, I can't wait to do more flights with you either, buddy. Anytime you guys want to fly with us. Yeah, all the training, Dave. Yeah, it's in the sim. It's 5 days. We have ground school, but we have 2 days of evaluations with Chuck Airmen or FAA designees, where they give us one is maneuvers, like I was talking about, engine out, non-ILSs, visual approaches, Cat 3s, and the last day it's a profile. It'd be like going from Boston to New York, and they throw a malfunction in there, and just how you handle it. But it's kind of normal procedures check. That's called the LOF, line-oriented flight training. And the other is maneuvers valve. So it's 2 days of there. There's a mini oral with the FAA. We have systems classes and other things that we just refresh your courses. Yeah. I fly for American Airlines. Lochin, yeah. All right, good night, everyone. Yeah, it's pretty intense, man. It really is. Yeah, I wish you were a fly on the wall in there. We could go drink beers afterwards, Commander Sweeper. I tell you, there's something about finishing all that stuff. You don't think it's stressing you out. In the minute it's over, you have this sense of relief. But I'll have a sense of sadness doing my last check ride. I do not like being up all night flying internationally. Night, Bella. I don't like to travel on I-95 driving to work, but I'm going to miss the people. I'm going to miss the paychecks. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the paychecks. But anyway, okay. Really appreciate you guys. I'm going to sign off now, and good night. Thanks again for everything, everyone. I'll talk to you later.